Hello, everyone. Welcome
I
to
was,
tonight's session.
I was once hit by a car. That story isn't near as interesting as it sounds.
I feel like you should start the story when Griz says go, and then you'll do it ahead of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't want to interrupt you because I'm an asshole, but I'm not but I'm also.
Fair enough. I guess.
So I value like order and like being nice, but only to like a slightly higher degree than the average person.
Okay.
Fair enough. Anyway, welcome.
So does that? But yeah,
everyone,
I was hit by a car once.
Of Emoris. I'm sure we'll get to that in the break. That's interesting. We should do a story time with Felis at some point.
Yeah.
So many weird stories.
It's not as interesting as it sounds. It was like I wasn't hurt. It was very kind of jarring, but that's it.
Well, anyway, before we begin, we've got a couple of announcements for you guys. So, the first things first is, as always, be sure to join the Discord server, sub to the YouTube channel, follow us on the Emoris Twitter and also the new Swindler's Den Twitter that we've been setting up this week. I don't know which one is going to be the main from now on, probably Swindler's Den, but Emoris is sticking around. So do that. If you haven't caught last session's after Emoris, you should go do that. It's on YouTube right now. That's got myself, Griz, and Esprit in it, answering questions about session 6. So go watch that.
Very fun. I like that one a lot.
Thank you. And yeah, all that.
Is it a murder hobo? She's just a murderer.
And check out
No,
Fandelver on Fridays at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, as well as Saturday on the YouTube.
Dude, I was just about to
yes, that as
I
well.
was just about to say, and for our next announcement, Griz, but
Well, I slipped it in.
For our next
She said.
announcement,
Giggity.
wash your hands, stay inside as much as you can.
Thank you, Felis.
Wear a mask.
Wear a mask. Yes. Right. So I don't have anything else. Esprit, Chem, Dyto.
Nope.
I'm using new dice. That's my announcement.
So I was using new dice. Fair enough.
So am I, actually.
Right. Well, if we don't have any further announcements, I think we're ready to jump in to tonight's session of Emoris.
Yeah.
So, previously
Let's
on
fucking
Emoris,
party.
the Silvered Goats had returned to Rakrovi after some party tension that was caused by the sighting and subsequent killing, murder, whatever term you want to use, of a new parasite that you guys had seen outside of the city walls. After you re-entered, Izzy split from the group to talk to her parasite, who informed her of what it knew of its origins and sort of its backstory in the world. While the rest of you decided to head back to Asmon's house, pranked her a little bit, and then went to bed. And when you woke up, you all saw that the flight rock, along with Wade's prized alligator skin poncho, had disappeared. So you spent the rest of the day looking for it. While Alakin did some training at the reserve, Izzy went to go and see Seek, who was not the most helpful. And the rest of you sort of looked around, had a little performance in the park.
Frick.
And all that jazz. While this was happening, Alakin, you were reminded of a potential job that Master Geth of the Order had reserved for you guys, and that he wanted to see you all the next day, as just before midday. But eventually, you all regroup back at Asmon's house, where you all decided to fall asleep, notably not with Asmon there. And the following morning, you all awoke. But before everyone else awakes, Free and Thyra, I know you two wanted to do some stuff before the morning hit. So, we'll start off there. So, in the early hours of the morning, not too long before everyone else is waking up, maybe like an hour or two beforehand, the sky is still dark. There are still some stars out, as you two both rouse from your sleep. What would the two of you like to do first?
on the phone is ringing. Give me a second.
Yeah, Free, if you want to go first, you can go first.
Well, I gotta wake her up.
Yeah.
I have a question. Aren't I already awake? Didn't I wake up at the end of last session? And
You
saw
did,
my
but
poncho?
I kind of skipped ahead because I didn't realize that there was stuff that everyone wanted to do. So.
Oh, okay. I see.
My fault.
Okay.
So at this point in time, everyone's asleep.
So I'm gonna wake up and take out a piece of my paper and just write a quick note. Went for a ride. Be back before the meeting. Tea.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and wake up Free without waking up everybody.
Okay, sure. It's easy enough to do. I mean, she's right there.
You give her a shake. And
Morning.
come with me.
All right. Okay. Just like roll up the bedroll in the corner.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to quietly lead her to the stables.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough to do. It's very, very early morning here, maybe like 4:35. So there's not a whole lot happening here in the city. It is still dark. But there's no traffic around, so you guys can make your way to the stables fairly easily. Yeah. Go and pick up the horses, no problem.
Nope, just one. Just a one horse.
Fair enough.
I'm
Which one
gonna
is it?
Picnic.
I figured.
Picnic is my baby. Are you ready for a ride?
All right.
I'm gonna hop up on Picnic and hold my hand out to help Free up on the horse.
Sure. Okay.
And ride through town.
Oh my god.
Sure. Are you going anywhere in particular?
Yes, I'm going to the place that I found you.
Okay, so it takes a little bit of time for you guys to get there as you're exiting the city and going around. It's maybe like an hour.
As we pass the city gates, I'm gonna squeeze Picnic. Sorry, it's freaking fly. Squeeze Picnic's belly with my heels. You may want to hold on, Free. And I'm gonna go yeah, and full gallop.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Picnic rises a little bit. That does that like weird horse thing where like, yeah, and then they just. Oh, I can't do horse.
Terrifying. Oh my lord.
So sure, yeah, that's easy enough to do. It's very freeing out here in the early morning, just to be riding along, sort of wind going through your hair, and yeah, takes maybe if you're full galloping, 40 minutes to get to the familiar place that you had marked the night before. Free as you approach, you see is just like it's slight. It's off a little ways from the city walls, but not too far. There's just like the edge of a forest, leaning away from the city, with like a small stream like coming in between a few rocks. It's peaceful. You can just barely make out like the scuttling of some small creatures in the woodland next to you.
I'm gonna hop off and Free down.
Nope. Thank you, dear. I had planned to wake up early, but I wasn't expecting an adventure.
Sometimes you need to get away from everybody and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a spot close to the water, and I'm gonna take off my bearskin cloak, kind of shake it out a little bit, and lay it down for us to sit on.
All right.
Okay.
Free will join her and just kind of like, flatten her clothes out as usual. Her little bit of OCD kicking in there. Is there another reason, or is this just your way of escaping?
There is a reason, and a reason to escape.
All right.
I just wanted to find out what your thoughts and opinions were on the roadshow and what happened there, and what, if anything, you want to do about it.
I was wondering when anyone would bring this up after. I'm sure at least 3 of you know about my history now. I don't remember if I made any checks into them. Did I know anything about them?
None of you had really heard of the roadshow at
Okay.
all.
That was so many episodes ago, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
So Free will just look over and just... Oddly, I believe it was a complete coincidence that I happened to be picked up by them.
Is eradicating the problem something you would want to do?
I spent the last 18 years in someone else's hands. I don't know if I'm ready to charge right back at them.
That's understandable. I know you had kind of expressed that feeling before, which is kind of why I brought you out here. And I'm going to put my hand kind of close to her, not touching her, but kind of close. And then my other hand is going to start rubbing my necklace. I kind of did a selfish thing.
What do you mean?
I might regret it, but I asked the Lakian to help me find information about possible location or starting of the roadshow.
Is this out of vengeance, or do you have a more personal reason as well?
Well, it wasn't. If it were just me, I would have probably went after them a long time ago. But we've got a good thing going with everybody, so I was able to put what I wanted aside. But Isaiah said that there was news of him starting out south months ago. And I am just wondering how far south they went.
Thyra has outwardly said she's from the south before, right?
Yeah, I probably would have said exactly the country, but I'm afraid of messing up how to say it.
The country's name, I think you get it most of the time. The country's name is Aegeus.
Okay.
It is that one, right down at the bottom.
Alright. So Free will look over at her again. Worried they may have started closer to your own home?
It's hard to get information in a big city like Recrovy, but I mean, I would think that it would be a breeding ground for kidnapping people. But my tribe is in the middle of the woods and full of pretty powerful people all around in some way.
Worried about your friends and family?
I was brought up to think of the tribe before myself. So if anything were to happen to them, it would be really hard for me to ignore it and just set it aside than I would be able to for myself.
Why them before yourself? I've never had the choice of having myself first, so I'm curious why someone would be taught to ignore it completely.
That's my heritage. My position in the tribe is fairly high, so I don't have as much, didn't have as much freedom, and it's just something that's still kind of stuck with me. And being a warrior, and just me, I tend to think of others before myself.
I mean, you've shown that many times by getting in the way on the battlefield, and I definitely appreciate that. I don't think I could take a hit quite like you could. But, maybe at home it was always others before yourself, but don't forget that you matter as well, alright?
I mean, I matter, but if they
You can be selfish.
If they took
Alright.
if they took one of my sisters or even my mom, I don't know if I would be able to just let it roll off like I was before. And I think you would probably have the most problem with going after them.
If you want to save someone from that, I'll help as I can. I just don't know if I can make it to the end with you. I don't think I'm that brave.
I don't expect you to be. The goal right now is just to get information about it.
Alright.
I mean, it could just come that they didn't even make it down that far, and we have nothing to worry about.
Did you want to go check?
Maybe in time,
Alright.
if we find out that he got close enough. Then maybe home is where I should go. But part of me wonders if I go home, if I'll be able to leave again.
Oh. Not ready to settle quite down, huh?
No. I've quite enjoyed my 3 years away. As much as I miss my family. I'm finally able to let go a little bit.
It's about this time that as you guys are sitting here, sort of in the gentle quiet of the stream next to you, the sun is starting to rise and the stars are slowly starting to disappear. You hear birds starting to come out. The morning is approaching.
Gonna pull out some good berries. I know it's not much of a picnic, but didn't have a lot of time to prepare. Trying to spread out like some flowers with some good berries. Make it look a little pretty.
Well, thank you for not bringing it up in front of the others. And again, not pushing for more answers. And
The way I see it, your information is for you to give, not for anybody to demand of.
I appreciate that.
But yeah,
But
as you guys
no.
continue your picnic. Yeah, if you guys want to talk about anything in particular, that's totally fine. But it's about this time that the rest of the guys are going to start waking up, so you have a little bit of time if you want to talk about anything now.
I don't think I had anything in particular.
I am going to teach Free how to skip rock.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
You go ahead and make a general dexterity check for me, Free, as Thyra is attempting to teach you how to skip rocks.
All right. Purple makes you Thyra. I will go with that. Dexterity plus 2, 15.
Yeah, it's hard. This is a stream. This is not like a lake, so you're kind of having to go with the current on this one. It's not like a flat surface of water where you can just. It's like okay, it takes a couple times if you like throwing it and just as it sinks to the bottom. But eventually, you do start getting the hang of throwing them, but only in one direction. Not you can't throw them up.
I kind of at one point get behind her and like take her hand and like reposition it, and then kind of toss. Like when you were to teach a little kid how to swing a bat playing T-ball.
All right. Free's a little stiff on that one. Just awkward closeness, but okay.
Great, yeah. So you guys spend a couple hours skipping rocks and hanging out here in the outside the city walls. So while this is happening, Elaikin, you said you were staying at the reserve?
Correct.
Right, so we'll say the three remaining people will wake up at around the same time, but we'll start with Elaikin because you are somewhere else. Anything that you want to do, or you want to go straight to Asmod's house?
I want to go find a jeweler if I can. Try to, at least.
Okay, sure, yeah. Make an investigation check for me.
Okie dokie. I can do that. That is a 22.
Easy enough to find. There are a couple here in the inner ring of the city that appear to be fairly reputable. You find one smallish shop that is pleasant enough on the outside, and as you walk in, it's like a U-shaped counter that's glass on the front that displays an awful lot of different bracelets and necklaces and things like that. And there is like a stout, sort of older dwarven man with grey hair, massive wrinkles, but fairly big bulging muscles with like a small pair of spectacles on the head. He just sees you come in. It's like, right, how can I help you?
Oh, I was curious. Do you do commissions? Like, if I gave you something that I wanted, could you do that for me?
Well, yes, of course. It depends on what you want, but I can probably do something like this.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna pull out that raven feather, kind of set it down on the counter in front of him as I walk up. I was curious if you could make a necklace for me with like some gold chain, and then like where it meets in the middle, have like some silver loops there with like ravens on it flying, and then something that drops down to connect this feather to hold it in place.
He sort of thinks for a moment, looks up. Yes, I can do this. You're asking for a detailed inscription, so, and with the cost of metals, really the labor is what's going to be intensive here, so I'm going to say we shall estimate about 22 gold, and it will probably take maybe a week to complete.
Okay. I have one stipulation. Would I be able to still keep this feather, and then whenever I come back, then you can connect it to the necklace?
This is going to be hard. I need to know sort of what I'm working with. If you pay extra, I can up the commission so that it can be done quicker. But I'm not sure I can let you go away with what I'm working with for too long. So I shall say for an extra 10 gold, I can maybe get it done by the end of tomorrow.
That would be great if you could.
I can probably do this.
Okay. You said 30 gold for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll hand him 30 gold.
Yeah, he takes it and takes the feather. Sort of examines it. This is very nice. I see why you would choose to make this into jewelry.
It's very important to me, so be careful with it.
I will be very careful. Thank you. Well, I will have it here at the end of tomorrow night.
All right. I will definitely be here to pick it up.
Yep. Sort of nods and heads into the back room to start work. So,
Okay.
anything else you want to do before you?
No. I don't think so.
Meeting?
I don't think so. I'll probably just go to Esmond's house and hang out for a little bit.
Fair enough. So, catching up with the other two, as you guys start to rouse from your sleep, it's roomy, like surprisingly roomy on the floor here in Asmund's house. Wade, as you roll over and sort of have the morning sun glaring in at you from the big balcony windows, sort of like cracks your eye open. This feeling of warmth on your face, and you see next to you this familiar poncho with a large bag on top of it, about this big.
Yeah. I'll shoot up out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick it up. I mean the bag obviously I pick it up. I don't really care about that as much, but I'm looking at the poncho. You know, I'm holding it out in front of me, inspecting it. You said it looked different last time?
Yeah, so as you look at it, it's the same poncho for sure. Like, there's no two ways about it. It is the same thing as you left off with, although now it's a lot cleaner than it was before. And also, as you sort of squint inwards, you can see, like, small, tiny crystals, maybe about this big, that seem to just be embedded into it in a variety of different places. They don't necessarily make out a pattern that you can see, but they are there, and they sort of make the poncho ever so faintly glow with like a pinkish grey light.
Okay.
Izzy, you would see this.
Looks like Asmund cleaned it. There's some sort of sparkle. Okay. I'll put that on immediately because I've been missing it. And I'm gonna look in the bag.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you open the bag and it is chock full of gold coins.
Okay.
Israel wakes up at the sound of coin.
Okay, sure. What's your passive perception?
Just goes up. It's 11, but for gold, maybe it's higher.
You see Wade poncho on with his hand in the bag of gold.
I look up and go, I heard something. It says that I got your fucking big blanket back. At 8.
What are you even
It was
saying?
early. Is it early? I don't know. I thought what it was. Leave me alone. Right.
I don't know what you're saying.
Happy you got her back?
Yeah, wait, do you hear Kev say in the back of your head, I think she's like really groggy or something? It's nothing but gibberish coming out of her mouth right now.
I think you're cutting out a lot. Is it just me?
I think it's just
No,
you. I heard it
Just
just
me?
fine.
I can't hear anything that Felis is saying for some reason. It's like
I
every
couldn't hear
other
it
word.
Oh no!
Okay, I heard
Oh,
that.
that's shitty.
Oh, Felis? I didn't hear shit from Felis.
That's what I was saying.
Thought it was Equa.
Keep talking, Felis.
Oh.
Oh
Your
shit.
friend.
Yeah.
Is
you
it
cut
really
out.
bad?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's fine.
Okay.
Right now it sounds fine. So, yeah, I think this is a payment from Asmund for getting us the flat rock.
Alright. There's 5 of us, 600. I don't know, it's too early to do math.
How do you know how
Just-
much is in this?
She told us.
Okay. I was gonna say you're a really
Right,
good
she said
accountant.
it's good to go. No, she told us that, but she's going to pay us for the whole thing.
Okay, yeah. So let's carry the one.
No, we're letting Free do the math.
Would you like me to tell you how
Oh,
much
shit.
gold it is per person?
Yeah.
It's
It is
120 gold per person.
120 gold per person.
Okay.
Fucking okay, awesome. That's fucking great.
Math! You use it sometimes.
Here,
My I still have a calculator open, so I couldn't just do.
Here, you take your share now.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
wait,
Wait.
as you begin handing over Isabel's share, you see a small piece of paper on the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pick that up and start reading that too.
It's a note from Thyra.
Okay.
So yeah, it says that she'll be back for the meeting, but she's dipped.
Say is ow. Reading's not my best subject. I think says she's gonna be back later. Here. I'll throw the paper at her. I'm gonna turn it into a paper airplane and then throw it at her.
Okay. Make it.
Because aerodynamics have
intelligence
been
check.
invented. Or figured out. That's a 15.
You've made paper airplanes before. It's just flies good enough.
Isabel will grab it and read it and be like, "Oh, it just says she'll be back later for the meeting."
Remind me, what meeting is this?
Something with a lake in and the fucking weird book cult he's in now.
Oh yeah, my ma used to be in one of those. They read a book and then they get together and they talk about it every Sunday.
No, that's a book club. I'm talking about the weird cult thing he's joined, like the weird order that he's in. The monks and the secret knowledge and all that.
Oh. Okay.
It is about this time that you hear the door. And Lakin walks in. I'll be right back.
Hi, guys.
Hi, but
Hey, Lakin.
Hey, guys. Where are the other two?
Well, they said they'd be back for the meeting today, but I have no
Right.
clue where they went.
I'm not really sure what the meeting is either. Like, what are they doing? Like something about your weird
Okay.
thing with the people.
Normally, it's like you either read the whole book or you read some chapters, and then you discuss things like, why did Susan really want the flower? Was it because she
Wait.
liked flowers, or was
What?
it the flower symbol for something else? You know,
What
talk
the
about
fuck
that kind
are
of
you
weird
talking
stuff.
about?
Oh,
I called your organization a book cult, and so now he's talking about a book club.
Clearly, somebody didn't do their reading assignment.
Just FYI,
What?
the note
The
did not
reading?
include free.
Oh, the note didn't include free.
Oh,
Well, fuck.
we'll do that later. We'll have to find free. I just realized that I read that wrong. There's no free. It's just Dyto.
Dyto? Who the
Dyto's
fuck is
missing.
Dyto?
It's just. I just said Dyto instead of Tyra. I'm sorry. I'm not sure that oh, the tiefling went off the. I seem probably with Tyra, but no, really sure.
Well,
Maybe
I
she
mean, I
went
guess
with Asmin this morning.
we'll just have to wait and find out, I guess. Or not much else we can do. But anyway, that meeting that we've got this morning is with one of the masters of the Order of Shadow here in Recrovy. He's got a
Aye.
job for us.
The book cult, aye.
Sure. He's got a job for us to do. I don't know the details, but he's going to give it to us whenever we get there later today.
Well, I certainly hope we don't spend like a day and a half fucking arguing with the moral.
I have no idea. I hope not, and I don't think so, but I'm also not psychic, and he hasn't told me jack shit. So...
That is great. It sounds like I have a job for you. I tell you, that's great. It's a great sign. Sign that they're totally above board.
Oh, like Ian, before I forget, because I've been kind of forgetful recently. It's been really weird. Anyways, I got
Not
the
that weird.
payment from Asmin. Here's your share.
Okay.
And
Thank
I'll
you.
drop him 120.
Alrighty. Thank you, Wade.
No problem, bud.
You guys, did my cat do a good job of DMing while I was gone?
Dude, he
Your cat
so
was
good.
terrific.
We all died.
Oh, good girl.
Do I notice the glow on Wade's poncho?
What's your passive perception?
Passive is a 14.
Now that you're looking at it, and you spent a minute looking at it, you do get the sense that it is different than it was before.
I see you got your poncho back, Wade. Where'd you find it?
Just right here. I think Asmin brought it back. Steam cleaned it, and it's all sparkling now.
It
Kind
Doesn't
of.
smell like old
looks-
dead things now.
No, it smells
it looks
clean.
different.
Yeah, I put it on. It gave me like a little tingle. You know when like you get that little electricity down your spine.
Kind of.
Got chicken skin now.
Right.
Look.
I
He holds
get
his
that
arm
when
up in
I'm
front of me.
around dead things.
Can I want to see if I can figure out if because I'm trying to decide whether there's any reason why I would think that this thing was magical now. I'm trying to figure out if there's any way that I can do that without,
I mean, at this point,
out of character.
it doesn't really strike you as you notice that it looks different.
Okay.
With the 14 on your passive, I mean, it looks different. It might just be cleaner. You're not sure.
If I look closer, can I see anything that looks like runes or
Make a
like traces
perception
of magic stuff? Fuck, I put my dice. There it is. It's blind. It's okay. Perception check. That is a 15.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cleaner.
Okay.
So yeah, as you guys are all sitting around here, what would you guys like to do? Get down from there. It's my map of route.
I don't have anything that I particularly want to do. I got my stuff out of the way already.
Well, should
Just
we look
gonna
for...
hang out and wait for the others.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Fair enough. So you guys
That was my
choose
plan. That was plan.
to wait around for a little bit for the others to come back. Great. So the two of you, you spend a while skipping stones, and the evening or the morning is sort of getting on. It's looking like it's maybe like 8:30 now. You guys will have to start heading back soon. Is there anything else that you want to do while you're here?
No, nothing specific. Just hanging.
All good.
Just relaxing.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah,
Unless
you guys
we're
spend the morning
thing.
hanging out, spending some quality time together, before you decide it's probably time to start heading back. You can hop back on picnic and go back to Asmund's if you would like to.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go? Fast or slow this time?
That depends. How soon do we have to be back?
Can I tell how soon we have to be back?
You guys reckon you have maybe 2 hours before the meeting starts? It takes about an hour to get here, so
I mean, we have plenty of time either way.
Perhaps just the normal pace then.
Just a small trot.
sure. So you guys down the beaten path back to the city. So with your trotting speed, I'll say it takes an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes to get back. So for the rest of you, after they stop off at the stables, then come to the house, you see them both walk in as you guys are all just sort of sitting around doing whatever it is that you choose to do.
Hey, you know what? Do I have a kick me sign on my back? That seems like something Asmund would do.
Wait, have I kicked you?
Well, no, you're a nice person. Why would you kick me?
Have I kicked you?
Has a Lakin yeah, has a Lakin kicked you?
I don't know if Lakin would kick me either, to be honest.
I'll do like the forehead slap with the palm of my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at a Lakin, just be like, he's so young and naive.
I don't know what we can do.
I mean, you guys could be playing
There's
the
no
long
there's
con.
no sign on your back.
You could be playing
Is
the
there a
long
sign on
con.
his back? I probably should ask that because he put on his poncho.
Make a perception
There
check.
might be a sign on his back. Okay. That's a
To what?
What'd you get? What'd you get, Felis?
a 7.
A 7? Yeah, hard to tell. You
Yeah.
don't see anything on the back of the poncho.
All right.
Great. So yeah, you guys hear
What
the
is-
door open and the girls walk in.
Hey, to the back. How's your tutor on nice tea?
Out of town for a little ride.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
I found this stream yesterday that I took her to.
Do you go fishing?
No.
Oh.
He showed me how to skip rocks. I've never done it before. I was not very good though.
She was good. Don't listen to her. Considering it was a stream and the water was moving, she was good.
Even I used to skip rocks all the time.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to do that again soon together.
Well, technically you still can skip rocks with Kev. Just...
Yeah, but it's no fun if I don't get to beat his ass in how many skips.
Yeah, wait, you hear the voice return. Now, you only beat my ass like twice. I'm pretty sure I won that last one.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
I got 8 skips and you got 7. I'm telling you, you're a liar.
It's double points if your rock makes it across the river. We've gone over this a million times, okay?
It's not fair. You got longer arms than I do.
I think he's speaking to Chem. Look over at Thyra.
I think it is.
You know, when it's all said and done, we should all get together and see who can skip rocks furthest. Have ourselves a little competition.
I'm putting my money on either me or Tyra.
It's not about strength.
Yeah.
It's about finesse.
It is what I do. It is what I do.
Technique.
My
Look,
dog
if you can plant a rock between someone's eyes, you can skip a rock across the fucking lake.
Alright, so today we have a Lakeans book club, and then what after that? We meet in
No book club.
Asmin or...
Well, I assume we're probably going to be setting off on whatever the hell it is that they want done.
Right.
So... Is Esmond not in her room sleeping?
Yeah, you. There's like a slight pause, and you can just hear from the room over just this faint.
I just assumed she left. Should we wake her or let her sleep?
Leave a note. Tell her where if you've gone on.
What time is it now, Equa, roughly?
It's looking at about like maybe 9:45.
Okay, so we probably need to...
Yeah, you're gonna need to go soon.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, a that would probably be best, because we should probably get going.
Huh? What? Sorry, I was reminiscing. What did I miss?
We're going to I'll let the elf explain. It's his thing.
So the master of one of the masters of the Order of Shadow here in Recrovy has hired us to do something. I don't know what the hell it is. He didn't give me any kind of specifics. Said that he'd give them this morning whenever we got there. So, and this
Let's
isn't
go
like...
sell ourselves to a weird cult.
Let me, before we go, I gotta stop and tell Asmin thank you.
Okay.
All
In the
right.
meantime, Thyra, I need to talk to you real fast. If we could.
Right?
Comes don't turn to Frigo. It's just you and me right now.
Yep.
Seen any
Well,
good plays
sort of.
lately? I don't. Just ignore the fact that everything you ever say to me has been listened in by a psychopathic, ultra-dimensional creature that technically probably wants to eat you. Just, yeah.
Considering what he said to me last time, I don't think I can ignore him, is he?
You get used to it eventually. You don't worry about it.
Yeah, Izzy, you just very, very faintly, like, almost think that you hear something go. So yeah, wait as you open the door. Asmin is lying there, like spread eagled, sprawled over the bed.
That was a weird
He's like
use of
in the
words.
corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though, right? Like she's all over
Sure.
the place. Jinxie's in the corner of the bed, you know, curled up in a ball, and she's just faintly snoring. Doesn't seem to wake up at you walking in.
I'm gonna knock on the door. Like, it's open already, but I'm gonna knock. You know?
Yeah, the snoring just sort of goes.
Wake up. Asmin.
Open one eye. It's like, oh hey, what's up?
We're all gonna be heading out soon to go to a book club. But I just wanted to say thanks for the I got the payment and for cleaning my poncho. It looks nice.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay. Might be gone for a while.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, as you
Shut
say
the door.
goodbye and like sort of like start to slowly back out, you just hear return. She's been up all night. She's tired.
Okay.
Yeah, so Alakian and Thyra, you go off the corner.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out that scroll that I've got.
Okay.
I'm gonna look to Thyra, and I'm just gonna say, I can feel that you're mad at me. So, given what seems to be your expertise of magic, I figure you'd be able to use this better than I could. And I'm gonna hand her the scroll.
What is this?
It's a spell. I don't think you can use it just yet because it seems a little advanced. But given your attunement with nature, I think you'll be able to actually use this, and it's a scroll of moonbeam.
Oh,
Nice.
What level is that?
Level 2.
Level 2 spell.
that spell can fuck some shit up.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a really, really good barricade. I'm just going to
Yup.
say that.
Where did you come across a scroll like this?
Well, while we were in En route, I was training under someone to become a wizard, and he had this there, and I thought of you before we left.
Insight.
Go for it. I'll roll a deception check, because I am lying my ass off.
God, this is a challenge between our best insight and one of our best.
All right, I'm gonna DM Equa what I got. That way I can't fudge it.
Okay. What'd you get, Thyra?
22.
I got a 24.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's hard to read with a Lakian, as always, but I mean... Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the, what was the word I was going to use? The amends. It's not necessary, but it's appreciated.
I don't expect it to mend much, but I just wanted to...
I mean, I would prefer it if you'd stop just killing people as a, first response.
I'll try. It's just, given my history, if somebody tries to hurt me, it's usually not worth trying to chat about it. Just get it over with.
I want to quote Yoda, but I'm just going to clap my hand on his shoulder. Try is all we can ask for.
I'm trying to do better by all of you.
If you turn around and everyone is there. Wade's come back now.
I just remember something. Thyra, free. Asmund paid us up the sum for the flat rock.
Oh.
And
There was payment?
yeah. I'm just gonna say that I sorted it into 2 bags while I was waiting for them to show up. So I hand each a bag of 120 gold.
Well, thank you. And just split that with her other stuff.
No, don't thank me. Thank Asmund, and thank all of you for helping me out.
Did I hear you say Asmund cleaned your cloak?
Yeah,
How
look
did
at
he
it.
do that?
I don't know, like steam cleaned, or I mean, I think there still might be a little bit of that, whatever powder she used to clean it, because there's a little bit of pink stuff on it, but it looks good, smells good.
If I look closer at the pink stuff, do I recognize it as Flight Rock?
Make a perception check.
Wade, which color? That one.
You have a pink to go with the
Pink one?
He got the bubblegum one because Wade's so cheery.
Worked out.
So you said perception?
Yes.
19.
19. Yeah, not only do you recognize the very, very small bits of pinkish crystal that are embedded into the cloak, as he turns around to show you, you do also faintly make out that there is some sort of threadwork in the back of it. As you sort of peer at it and look at it, it does not say "kick me." It instead has an arrow pointing to Wade's head, and underneath of it says "I'm on stupid."
Oh no! Oh!
Did I speak that
F&I.
out with my passive? Probably.
What's your passive?
15. Hold on.
No, you don't see it. She did a pretty good job engraving it.
Dude, that hurts so bad.
That's hilarious.
That's fucking
Oh,
awesome.
16. My bad. Sorry, I was trying to pick a spell
no.
scroll.
Oh, with a 16.
Oh. Wade,
Yeah, free?
first off, that's not cleaner, that's Flight Rock attached to your cloak, or your
I
poncho.
will say,
Wow.
it is cleaner. She has cleaned it. She has made an attempt to clean it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not cleaner as in, he thought it was the cleaning powder that was left behind.
It doesn't
Right,
make any
yeah.
sense. Why would she clean it with flat rock?
Flight Rock is magical, Wade.
Okay, yeah, I guess it was pretty dirty. Yeah. Okay.
Also, you might want to take it off and look at the back a little closer.
Okay. Yeah, I take it off. I'm assuming there is a kick me sign.
Make a perception check, Wade.
Red die is my only good die.
We believe in you, Griz.
Like a
Which-
6?
Never
I
mind.
think. 7
A
or
6?
8,
Oh.
something like that.
Yeah,
Let me
shiny.
Yeah, it looks great.
Esprit will just start tracing out the stitching.
Okay. Sure. You try and start to make it out, Wade.
Is that Elvish or something? Oh.
We're just gonna belly laugh in the back.
Isabel, who's like looking over their shoulders at this, just goes, "I respect, husband. I respect."
Man, I hope that comes off. This thing is like really important. Okay. Here I thought she was doing something nice.
If I caught the conversation,
I had the inkling that it was magical because of the flight rock.
Yeah, you gather it's the flight rock is there for a reason.
Wade.
Mm-hmm.
The stitching, I'm assuming, is returned for flower in her face. However, the flight rock itself is making your poncho magical.
His eyes widen. My poncho's magical?
Yes. As for what it does, or what kind of magic she may have inlaid into it, you might want to ask her.
Wade runs in the other room and just, like,
oh no,
grabs her and hugs her, and then runs back out of the room.
Wait, make a dex save for me.
oh no.
Hey, nat 20!
Oh, God.
Let me double. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let me just pull up this spell real quick.
Thunderwave?
Well, it's a con
Thunderwave?
save, but it doesn't matter. You still roll a natural 20. So you take. What were the eights? You take 5 points of thunder damage as you run in and scoop her up, and you see her eyes just suddenly go. As a familiar thunder wave hits you.
Doesn't really faze me that much. I grabbed her, hugged her, and ran out of the room still, but I come out of the room and, like, you know, you guys can see.
Disheveled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind me not to do that.
You hear a. And she slams the door behind you.
Still gonna have to get back at her, though, for the I'm a stupid thing or whatever. Okay.
I'm on stupid.
So sure. So you guys can begin heading off to the reserve if you would choose to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
We're not taking a boat, right? Like we're walking there.
Yes, we can walk. We got time.
All right. Thank you. Wait.
You guys have been hanging around talking for a little bit of time, so you barely just make it to the reserve in time for your appointment. As you walk in, Pasho is behind the front area, sort of nods to you as you walk in, notices the rest of you. They say, he's in the back if you want to go and talk to him.
Kind of just nod to him, just be like, thank you. And I'll head back.
They nod, they sort of smile at all of you as you walk by. And Lakin leads you back into one of the side hallways that sort of go back down into the main area of the reserve. And standing outside one of the classroom doors, you see what appears to be an elven woman with sort of long red hair that's sort of curly and a little bit tousled, but has small braids in it from time to time. Sort of lighter skin, wearing dark clothing with a mask, like a black mask that covers the bottom of the face like that. She notices you and nods and tilts her head into the classroom and sort of walks in.
That was Master Gath, right? Correct? Am I remembering correctly, or was that somebody else?
No, this was a new person. You haven't seen this person
New person?
yet.
Okay. Oh, I guess that's who's going to be leading this. So let's head on there, I guess. No,
You
You
all
first.
head inside.
funnel into the classroom. the woman is standing by the door, just arms folded as she watches you all walk in, and as you do, the last person enters and she gently closes the door. Master Geth is standing sort of on the end of the classroom, sort of leaning on what appears to be a large chest, sort of smiling at you all as you come in.
It's a
Question:
mimic!
Is this room? Does it have like tables or desks in it?
Yeah, it has desks in it. It is, for all intents and purposes, a classroom, so there are small desks with benches
Okay.
behind them.
Isabel's going to perch on one of them.
Sure, fair enough.
Just
as
leaps
you
up on one.
For the rest of you who haven't seen this person before, you see a man, appears to be human, with very bright blue eyes. He's sort of grinning as you all enter. He seems slim, but he is athletic enough, with short, spiky hair, almost like pointed in tips. Wearing, not the familiar attire that you are comfortable with, Alakian. It's more practical. This one appears like
Okay.
it is darker brown and black. As you all walk in, he says, "Right, so welcome all. I'm Master Geth. I'm the Master of Stealth and Inquisition at the Monastery of Shadow. It's nice to meet you." Sort of holds out his hand to the person on the left of him, which we'll say is, for all intents and purposes, Wade, and then Thyra and Isabel at the back.
Name's White. Nice to meet you.
Isabel winks at him Isabel winks at him when he say.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, as you wink at him, Isabel, you see the grin sort of grow a little wider, and he sort of goes back to it. Yeah, he meets all of you and says, "This here is my shall we say apprentice for the moment. This is Finch." And you see a sort of nod to all of you. He continues, says, "So, I have called you all here because I'm interested in your services for a job."
That's
Getting paid.
such a relief. Because I hadn't done the reading, so this is much better.
Wade, it's not a book club.
It's not in the book club.
Yeah, you see him sort of confused, but is also still smiling at the strange individual who's just called his meeting a book club.
I'm gonna whisper to Wade. You're supposed to read.
Yeah, you didn't do the reading either. Okay, we'll cover for each other.
Yeah, he continues and sort of walks back around to the counter or the main desk that you assume to be a teacher's desk. He says, "So, our friend here," points to Alakian, "as I'm sure you are all aware, is a member of our order, and well, shall we say he's left an impression on us? And in doing so, I've been talking around a bit, and I've asked, what happened in your previous adventures, specifically in Urnroot, and I seem to have a very decent idea, and I thought that your services might come in handy for this. So, I'll cut to the chase." And you watch as he sort of waves his hand over the sort of backboard at the back, and some drawings start to appear that were previously concealed. He says, "So for those of you that don't know, our order works on principle of tiers. Some members are higher tiered than others, and a lot of us that do most of our agency work are called inquirators. One of our inquirators has gone missing." He points to the board, and you can see the start of a diagram that has a question mark in it. He says, "The inquirator's name is Bailat. He went missing about 2 weeks ago after he went on an assignment for us, and we haven't heard from him since. Needless to say, I'm quite worried about him. But not to worry, because one of our informants has told me that they believe that they know where his location is. And he points downwards on the board to a small drawing of what appears to be a clenched fist. And he says, "Who here has heard of the choke?"
Slowly raises hand.
No one apart from Alekian. Cool. So, the choke is a criminal organization that operates under Rokrovi. We've known about them for some time. And although we've been wanting to disband them for a while, they are too big and too powerful for us to do much about it. Saying that, we cannot be allowing them to hold, and possibly much worse, to one of our inquirators, especially knowing that he knows a lot about our organization. That's where we come in. So my associate Finch and I, points over to her, are going to go and retrieve the man. And in doing so, we suspect that we might possibly draw some attention to ourselves. And so we'd like to come up with a backup plan that involves a little bit of muscle. Hence where you all come in. So, it's going to
question,
happen.
Mr. Whatever your name is. We're getting paid for this.
Yeah, he sort of looks down and chuckles a little bit. Yes, you will be getting paid for this. 50 gold apiece.
It's actually a fair price for us.
Equa?
Yeah.
Do I know anything other than just the name about the organization? Judging from my background.
Check.
Okay.
You know what you can do? You know, for the people who know information, you could do like the Scorched King cult and have pills that kill you.
19.
By the way, nods a little bit. He seems interested that what you're talking about. With a 19, yeah, you know that the Choke is a criminal organization that's been operating underneath of Rokrovi for many, many years. From what you've heard, possibly even centuries. They basically do a bunch of shit here in the city and throughout all of Casco and sometimes further. They operate under their own desires, private contractors, all sorts. And they have remained elusive to Cascoan authorities for a lot. But you don't know much more than that. You don't know who leads them, you don't know who's in it, you don't know size, scale, anything.
Okay. I'm just going to look at Mr. Gath and just be like, so I know that these people have a very large foothold in this region. What safeguards do we have that we won't be hunted down once we're done with this?
He sort of nods a little bit and says, well, for starters, points back to the chest, you'll be wearing those. The chest is, at the moment, closed, but he does not seem to be making an attempt to walk around to go and open it.
Equa, can I tell if his interest was piqued at the mention of the Scorched King cult or the poison pill?
Make an insight check.
As Data does that, Isabel's gonna just get up and go over to the chest, unless he stops her. But
he does not.
Natural 20.
Yeah, he just seems interested that you know about this sort of espionage sort of stuff, and that you are well versed on current events. There does not appear to be anything like sinister behind his attention to you. He's just impressed by what you said. Yeah, Izzy, as you go over and open the chest, you see another group of blackish brown leather uniforms that are all in there. As you go and pick one up and sort of examine it, there do appear to be faint arcane markings in the collar. He says, so those will help you to be disguised by whatever appearance you see fit, but it doesn't do much with height or weight or anything.
Isabel's going to use Mask of Many Faces and turn it to him.
Okay, yeah. He doesn't appear to flinch at it. He just says, or you could use that. That would work too.
What are the chances I get to keep one of these after we're done?
Accent, but I am not going to try well.
Fair enough. Yeah, he turns to you like in, none. We're taking them all back. As you sort of look at it, you can tell these are not uniforms of the Order. These are uniforms of the Choke.
I'm gonna look in the chest. Is there one big enough to fit me?
There is.
I mean,
one fit to all of your sizes individually.
I think it'll go with the poncho pretty well.
He sort of nods. Of course, you're all going to be out of it for most of it. You're not going to be going in to the choke itself, but this is more so just for you to watch the exits to make sure that we get away properly.
Exits? There's more than one?
Yes, there are. I'm going to situate you on one of them, though, because I think we should only need the one.
Okay.
Sure.
Interesting.
So, here's what I'm going to get you all to do. You're all going to be disguised, and we have a pretty good idea of where one of the exits is in the sewers. You're basically going to watch it, make sure that no one gets in our way. But I want you to try and avoid engaging in any particular conversation or activity so as not to draw attention to yourselves. We're going to be gone for maybe an hour. Very quick, in and out. And when we leave, we just want some muscle to back us up if something goes wrong. That's it.
When is this happening?
Tonight.
Do we get to choose what we look like?
Yes, you do.
I kind of, I guess, take off my cloak. Put the thing on. I'll put my cloak back on. Turn to the others. Do you think it'd be a good idea to look like this guy? And I'll make it to where I look like Vija.
Yeah, it doesn't change your height. So you
No,
are
my height.
Yeah. But yeah, you look like VJ again.
Ooh, let me try. Okay. I turn into a dude with a really thin, long neck, big nose.
Did that get a reaction out of the guy?
Out of him, there doesn't appear to be a reaction of acknowledgement that he knows the person.
Okay.
Big nose, orange, big poofy mustache, orange hair.
You hear in the back of your head, Wade, you hear Kev say, "Is that Nigel Thornberry?"
I was trying to figure that out. That's fucking great. I forgot about your secret identity.
Yeah, this is what I always pictured him as.
What do these look like again?
So they are full body leather. They're mostly like a very dark brown with bits of black on them, and they have like a small strap over the chest area that does have the small sigil of the fist that signifies that it is a choke uniform.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up a uniform, put it on. I'll turn into, I guess, probably just one of the guards that I'd seen in En route. Just one of those guys, probably. Fuck. Yeah, I'll just do that, I guess. I don't.
So you are now a very tall dwarf, because none
Yes.
of the guards are
None of them. What?
You
I thought there were like some other ones. Fuck. Never mind.
There were a couple of random people, but
Well, no, like the guard, like the muscle for what's her face. That
Oh,
was
I
riding
thought
the
you
fight
meant
right.
watch.
No.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. Easy enough to do.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. I'll look to Master Geth and I'll just be like, "You sure there's no way that I can convince you that I can keep one of these?"
Yeah, he sort of smiles. He says, "Absolutely not. I'm afraid that they are required for us to have at the order for various operations. I'm sure you understand."
What if I were to keep this that way? Should you need me to, I can infiltrate them elsewhere.
You see him sort of turn back to the woman who looks back at you and sort of glares a little bit. You see him say, "I'm afraid this is not negotiable. We have to take them back at the end of the day. But I appreciate your persistence in the matter."
I'm gonna look to the woman that he looked at. Does anything resemble? Do I recognize anything about the person? Like, do they look familiar at all?
No, not that you can see.
Okay. I'll just look her in the eyes and be like, "And do you have a problem with me?"
Yeah, she's just sort of leaning on the back wall, arms folded. She says, "No, not at the moment. Talking to maybe."
Okay. I'll turn back around and look at Geth. And so what will this do for my position within the order?
Yeah, he sort of like raises an eyebrow. Well, nothing at the moment. I mean, you'll get a good favor out of it. I'll put in a good word for you around. But you're not going to get a promotion or anything. You've still got studies to do in order to pass into advanced. So you might get a few more difficult assignments in future. But you're not going to rise the ranks or anything.
All right. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how all this shit works around here.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out if you keep attending lessons like you have been. But anyway, the time now is sort of thinks for a second. It's probably about 11:30, 12. So I have some things to attend to for the rest of the day to get ready. I recommend you all take note of your uniforms, pick a disguise that you'd like, and let's meet back here at 8 in the evening, shall we?
All right.
Smashing.
Alright.
He sort of looks to you.
Oh,
Wade,
it's gonna be the entire day of this, isn't it?
Well,
Get used to it, darling.
enjoy it while it lasts. Right. And he sort of turns to go and leave, with the woman behind him.
Hold on, Guess. I have a question for you. It's quick, it doesn't take up any more than a few minutes of time. And, I'd rather do it privately. If your assistant needs to be here, that's fine. And I turn to the group.
Whatever you need.
Oh, you mean us?
Thank you
Okay.
very much. I do mean you. I can't control her since she's Tammy's assistant, and so protege. I'll reduce your role.
Yeah, he sort of watches you and says, "Right, she can stay for now, and we'll see." He sort of leads at you out into the next classroom over, which is currently empty. And as you sort of go out, you can see there are a couple people out in the courtyard who are now starting to commence a lesson with Keeper Pasho. They are doing some sort of physical activity that you aren't too interested in at the moment. He leads you into the back classroom and says, "Right, what can I help you with?"
Can I, before this starts,
Can
I attempt to sneak out? Not really sneak out of the room from them, but then go eavesdrop.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, you sneaky fuck. You rich, sneaky fuck.
Stealth check, that would be a 26.
Okay.
Yeah, math.
Beats my best.
You feel hidden as you can.
Say that again.
Alright.
You feel pretty well hidden in the midst of the training that appears to be going outside.
Okay.
Alright, as I enter the room, I will take a seat and ask the man in front of me. So, from what I understand, your little order has quite the network of informants and spies.
Yeah, you watch him sort of chuckle a little bit. He says, "I wouldn't call us spies. Officially, we don't do that. But we have agents around in places that they need to be. Why?"
I'm looking for someone. I was wondering if you've heard any whispers of the man, or if anyone that you know has.
Well, please tell me what he's like.
His name is Norman Green Sr. He's a human. He's originally from Okurvik, that's a village in Kills, and he's gone disappeared somewhere. I'm not sure where. I wish to find him.
Yeah, he sort of takes it in, nods, says, "Well, I haven't heard anything of this man so far. Doesn't appear to be on my radar. But I'll ask around and get back to
It
you
might-
later today."
Interest you to know that he has a penchant for black magic.
Yeah, the eyebrow sort of cocks a little bit. Says, "Okay, I will see if I've heard anything from Okurvik."
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he sort of nods.
And up, shake his.
Yeah, he shakes it.
I'll leave as I sort of pass his protege. I'll sort of like kind of half bow, and then I'll leave.
Sure. Yeah, you leave. And you return to the group. As you do, Alakian is not at the group.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Hey, you
Just
guys-
speak to the elf for a bit.
Oh. Okay.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, you want to see what Kev looks like? Do we know how many times these things work? Equa in a day?
They work while you are wearing them.
No matter what. Cool.
You are unsure.
Yeah, you guys want to see what Kev looks like?
Sure.
A very tall Kev, but alright.
Yeah, you know, tall. He's much shorter, but okay. Wade thinks really hard about Kev, and makes Kev, which I don't know if we've ever gone back and forth on this, but
we have. I think we have. But if you want to go ahead and describe Kev, since he is.
Well, so Asmon was described differently than I thought Asmon looked like. So now I don't know if that changes Kev, because Kev had curly red hair and freckles, and Asmon I thought had that, but she has black hair, I guess. So does that mean Kev has black hair?
Dark brown. No, Kev has red hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah. So
my brother's blonde, so.
Yeah, so there's a sort of scrawny-ish man, boy, whatever, with curly red hair and freckles on his cheeks. I mean, I think he had brown eyes, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Yep, slight sideburns that sort of come down to about here.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's anything you want to add, go ahead.
It's like a little bit of scruff that is like a half attempt at a beard, but it's not really working out too well.
Adam's
kind of
apple.
looks like someone hasn't shaved in like 2 days, and that's where it stays. Yeah. Maybe that's what it looks like.
We'll do a turn for us, wait. Let's see the whole thing.
Yeah, and he does that, and he does it in like he does like a fancy spin, because, you know, it's kind of making fun of Kev doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hear Kev say, "Stop spinning, I'm trying to look at him."
Trying to look at yourself. I'm confused. Okay.
Trying to look at them looking at me.
Oh.
Look at them looking at me.
So what do y'all think?
Yeah, Wade, you hear in the back of your head, you hear, yeah.
Isabel just kind of looks at you, but it's kind of nod.
Can you squat a little to get the height right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Just kind of sinks his shoulders in a little bit, gets low.
Oh, Wade.
Oh, that's
See, that
fun.
makes him look much better.
Hi, my name is Kev. And
How do I think that is not how he talks?
I'm quite interested to meet him.
While all
Might
this
definitely
is
be
going
interesting.
on,
Mm-hmm.
can I go to the library and just grab a random book off the shelf before I head back?
Sure, yeah. That takes maybe 10 or so minutes to walk there, grab a book, come back.
Okay.
You do
What book did I grab as I'm walking back? I want to look.
Roll D4. Or roll D6 for me, actually.
D6? Okay.
Yeah.
5.
5.
How to cook marmosets.
So,
catch
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. Yeah, you look down, and it is the Advanced User's Guide to Herbology and Medicine.
Sweet. And I'll walk back in the room holding the book.
I'm gonna stare daggers at a Lakin.
Hi. I went to get a book to do some research.
I don't
Or
believe you
classes.
for a goddamn second.
That's your problem, not mine.
Well, we have to talk about what you overheard, alright?
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Sure. I know I'm talking about.
So I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused.
It's
So none of you are
always
bothered by what I
assumes the
look
lady
like?
is.
Hmm.
None of you are bothered
Bothered by the job?
No, what she looks like. I'm not.
Not really. It looks like that guy. I assume he's dead. So
I hope he's dead.
He's not dead.
Hmm.
I'm gonna err on the side of that he's fucking dead.
Well, I asked them if they found him. If he was not one of the people they pulled out of the pit.
Well, if he's known around here, you'll get a reaction, I suppose.
Right.
Right. So, we'll say for the purposes of this, you guys prepare to leave for the rest of the day to go and do your things. You have time to do a couple of things before you got to go and do this assignment. If you choose to do anything, that's fine. But yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to. But we're going to go ahead and take our break there. So, we'll be 15 minutes-ish, and then we'll come back and start doing this next particular quest. So, everyone go get snacks or whatever, and we'll be back soon, I guess.
All right.
That's when we
I have
start.
no joke here. I'm sorry, I failed you.
That's when our jazz band starts coming through. Anyways, welcome back. So as we
Bye.
all are hanging out in the reserve, what we will do is, since you've got a couple hours before you've got to go and do your little quest, we will breeze through what anyone wants to do beforehand. So we'll just do it real quick. Thyra, let's go with you first, since you're first on my
Rope,
roll.
I think, is all I really need. I don't have enough for the thing I want to buy.
Okay,
Rope.
so how much rope are you getting?
50 feet.
50 feet. I forget how much that is. I think it's like 5 gold. We'll say 5 gold for now, and I'll look it up. And that will be your thing. So anything else you want to get or do in this time?
Oh man, I don't want to lose all the
It's
money I
1
just
gold,
got.
Equa.
It's 1 gold? 1 gold. There
1
you go.
gold for 50 feet of hempen rope.
You only get to spend 1 gold.
Pretty good deal.
Okay, so anything else that Thyra wants to get?
Anybody know how much potions of healing cost?
I can
Depends on
find
where you
out.
get-
Not offhand.
50
gold.
Yeah, I bought mine for 50 gold.
They vary depending on
Yeah, I
what
think
shop
it's
you get
50.
them from. There is a potion shop here in town. And I'll
Eh,
tell you what.
I'll
they
hold
have.
on my
There
money,
is.
it's
That's
fine.
where the glasses are.
So the shop here in town is Elixirs Extraordinary. They've got regular potions of healing for 50 gold. They've got 2 potions of greater healing for 150 gold apiece, and then a couple of other things in there.
And Wade, do you know where that place is? Because we already went there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother.
Okay.
I don't
fair
want to spend gold yet.
Aiken, you want to do anything in this time?
I do. I want to spend part of my time going someplace where I could sell this spell book. Which
Okay,
I'm-
sure. You can go to either Tannel's Trinkets or Elixir Extraordinary.
I would say probably trinkets.
Okay. We'll say, as a general buying price, I think regular spellbooks are worth 100 gold pieces. So, because yours is worn, but it has a spell in it, I'll say they offer you, because it's Tannel, they offer you 110 gold.
I'll counter with 115.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion, that is a dirty 20.
Yeah, there's like a brief pause in his demeanor. He thinks for a little bit. He's like, I normally wouldn't do this for customers, but all right, 115 gold, and he gives you the 115 gold in exchange. For
All right.
Great. Anything else that Lakin wanted to do?
Take some classes if he has time.
You sure do. What would you like to take it in?
I guess stealth, and then if I have time, maybe another medicine one.
So each one takes an hour. Your options are stealth, inquisition, history, medicine, combat, and key. So you don't want to do key.
Key.
for some
Yeah.
Um,
I guess. So how long do I have right now? How long
You've
would
got,
I have to
I'll
do?
say about 6 hours to
Okay.
do things. With your departure to go and sell the book, we'll knock it down to 5.
Okay. I guess I will just do one of each then.
Okay, sure. You do one of each with a variety of different teachers. Is mostly keep a pat show. A
Okay.
couple other people come in that focus on these things. The medicine person who comes in is like this older bronze-skinned dragonborn who appears to be a part of the monastery. Her name is Master Vish, and she teaches you a little bit about medicine that you didn't know before. Great. So,
Okay.
that wraps up Elakian. Wade.
Awesome. Okay. Few things. I guess I'll start with, I want to go to Asmund really quick and just try to get info on what this Poncho does now.
Okay, sure. So, she spends most of the day asleep, so she's a little bit cranky when you wake her up. But she explains to you.
You don't have to say it if you don't want.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Don't worry. She explains to you what it does and also how to use it. And obviously, you have to attune to it in order to use its abilities. So you may also do that in the time if you choose to.
Yeah, if I want to spend time.
I'm so mad that you fucking copped out.
Attuning to it and also short resting during that time because I have damage done to me. Yeah.
You definitely can.
Cool.
That's fair enough. Anything else you wanted to do?
No. Was it?
Cool. Isabel, you're next.
God, what's good Isabel's gonna do? She's going to write a few letters. Gonna write one character's name, the turtle, and I'm really sad.
Via the turtle.
Back in Earn Route. 1, 2 years ago. And then 1, 2. Let me see if I wrote it down this time. The leader of the fucking magical fucking university.
Right, yes. So you're sending a letter to Via.
Asking, like, hey, when can I use the library?
Okay. So one goes to Via, one goes to Yasika. Who was the other person that you were writing to? Is he gone?
What happened to Esprit?
The university.
Camera? It's just missing.
The Alpha Doctor.
The Doctor? Doctor
I'm
where?
still here.
Doctor who?
Oh, there you are. Okay, there you are. Found you.
You can, if you want to write out those letters at some point as well, Felis, you can write them out to me and I'll file them for NPC purposes. Great, so.
Seeing Isabel write letters, I'm going to write one to Mizor.
Okay, sure. You can also write one to Mizor, no problem. Again, if you want to write that out in your free time and send it to me, then you can. Great. Free. What
No other man want to have sex with me.
Wow. Fair enough.
Free's going to go back, take a nap, and then find a bathhouse, and then just chill at Asmund's after, I guess.
Okay, so the bathhouse will run you, we'll say for a lesser pricey one, we'll say 3 gold. Or 3 silver, sorry, not 3 gold. For its uses for a while. And yeah, then you can go take a nap, go chill on Asmund's for a while, and etc. So, if there's nothing else that anyone wants to do, then we shall cut forward to you guys heading back to the reserve, wearing your various choke attire that has disguised you in it. Or we'll say that you pick it back up at the reserve because you don't want to be seen wearing it around all the time. So yeah, you don the attire. I would like everyone to tell me what they're dressed as, or what they're disguised as, before we resume.
All right.
I guess I will be a darker green scaled dragonborn. Just because.
Okay, great. Wade?
Nigel Thornberry.
Wade is Nigel Thornberry.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Human.
Isn't that from... Pretty sure I watched a Rugrats movie with him in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it's from.
Yeah.
What are you saying that Nigel Thornberry's from the Rugrats movie? What? You guys
It's
not
the
seen the wi-
thornberries.
Yeah.
The wild thornberries.
Yeah. What?
Not Rugrats.
I didn't watch Crap as a kid.
It's the same art style is the problem.
They had a crossover movie. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
they had a
sure.
crossover movie. Yes. Yes.
That's the one that I watched last night. So there you go. Izzy, who are you being disguised as?
Yeah, they did. And last night, fair enough. Yeah, you're British. You didn't get over to.
You
Who?
are
Me?
super far behind.
Yeah, I think you might have to turn your camera off.
Yeah, you are like a solid 20 seconds behind.
Oh no!
Well, while Izzy's doing
Like
that,
my
who
like
you
my
disguised
camera
as?
and my audio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pre will look like the human Riff from
Okay.
back in Vidaki.
Awesome. Love to see it. And Thyra?
I really want to dress. I really want to look like Rija, but I think that'll draw too much attention. Anybody do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Rija.
Okay. So you're being
A big, bulky Rija. We're gonna get into so much trouble.
And Izzy,
Yes.
whenever,
Yes.
whenever Izzy can hear me, just let me know what you get disguised as. You
Is it good now?
Hey,
there you go.
Am I back? Yeah.
There you
Okay. I could hear you guys fine. Like you guys, I was reacting to everything you were saying in real time. Anyways, Isabel will look just like the most fucking street tough you've ever seen street tough. You know?
Fair enough.
I want to be an NPC from like a really lazily made video game.
Okay. Yeah, like slightly bold and missing a tooth. Yeah. Face tats.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
it. Great. So you all don the attire. Mark yourselves as whoever you choose to mark yourselves as. And then Geth and Finch come in. They say, as they come in, Geth takes a look at you all, says, "Oh, good. So you've all taken to your new disguise as well, I see. Well, if we're ready to go, let's go." And you watch as his disguise takes place.
One
He is
moment.
more of... Okay.
If you don't come back in the hour, what do you want us to do?
If you don't come back in the hour, I would say...
Well, you and the other person.
Well,
Finch.
I hope that I come back in the hour. If not, just keep watch for a little bit, and then if you feel the need to leave, leave. You shouldn't have too many issues with this. He disguises himself. He is a like sort of like mid-40s, like balding man, like crow's feet and wrinkles, but kind of like he's slender himself, so he's more like a shifty, like roguish dude. And Finch also disguises herself. She is now taking the form of like a short, sort of black bob cut haired female human. The mask disappears from this disguise, so you can see her mouth now. And yeah, they begin walking you out and into the street, where they take a side exit down into one of the alleyways, and you watch as Geth walks up and starts to lift a sewer grate and sort of pulls it off to the side.
Do I see any markings and stuff around here, specifically denoting anything other than...
Around here, you do not. You get the sense that because it's so close to the reserve, it's probably not the best idea to be putting...
Okay.
Thieves can't hear.
Okay.
But yeah, he pulls apart the grate and sort of says, "Right, follow me," and jumps down. And Finch does the same.
I follow.
Mm-hmm.
Follow.
Great.
In the back.
So, you guys spend maybe like an hour and a half walking around the sewers. as he leads you around, he's looking at the walls. Alakian, you recognize what he's doing. He's watching for thieves' cant, and following the directions that he can to get to the stronghold where he knows that it is. So you guys are walking for about an hour and a half. Does anyone want to do anything on the way there?
Just keep an eye out for sewer chewers.
Yeah, fuck those things.
And any druidic messages.
Okay.
Isabel's gonna grab Wade. Isabel's gonna grab Wade and put him on the other side of her, away from the water.
Yeah, you watch as Izzy just is walking, like turns to Wade. Keeps walking. Yeah, with the natural one, you're like, I'm getting a little bit confused because you don't see any sewer chewers around here. And you've been walking for maybe like 30 minutes, and as you sort of like look over into the water to make sure that there's no one there, you sort of frown and look around, and you just see like a bubble just pop up underneath of you. As you turn and like look downwards, you see just a sudden like frenzy of these fish just go and like start swimming over each other right underneath your face. They don't jump up out of the water to you, but they are chewing on something down there.
Lovely.
Yeah.
We all disguised ourselves. Are we worried about our real names?
I mean, I've got plenty of
Oh,
aliases.
man, just
so-
don't use your real name. That's all right.
I see.
Love. Hey, love. Away.
People call me Nigel Fumballer.
I'm gonna fucking rip apart your entire country, Equa, region by region.
I love that. I love how people just, whenever they like think about like the ruffians, it's always the same voice.
Mm-hmm. Every time. Always.
Yeah. Gotta have to go stop and double T, brother.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted clarification. Did I finish attuning to the poncho or no?
Yeah, you had time. It only takes
Okay,
an hour to
cool.
attune.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I want to see magic, brother.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys keep going forward. You continue walking for another 40 to 60 minutes before eventually Geth sort of slows up, and you watch as he starts feeling the wall. As a point to this, he is human, you note, but he can somehow, probably with the use of his clothing, see in these darker conditions. You watch as he starts feeling the wall, and he starts pushing in on a brick that starts to go. And he moves off to the side, and he starts sticking his hand in the wall, and you hear him go. There's a small doorway opens up in the side of the sewers. As you peer inwards, it appears to be a long corridor that goes down, that sort of curves in a number of places. There appears to be some light coming from the very end of it. And it seems to almost like there appears to be like another tunnel that's cut into this one, and there are people walking in and out of this. They all appear to be in similar dresses,
Okay.
or similar dress attire that you are. What she says, right, stay inside, stay quiet, try not to draw attention to yourself.
As we're going in, Equa, can I try and kind of make a mental map of how we got here as we've gone through the sewer?
You're starting to make the mental map now, as you walk in.
Yes. Well, kind of like, fuck. Making note of where this entrance is in relation to where we came in from.
Okay, make an intelligence check for me.
Okay. Just a straight intelligence check.
Straight intelligence. Yep.
18.
You surprise yourself considering that you haven't been keeping track since you started in the sewers of the direction you've been going in. You have a vague sense of where this is. This is in the southern half of the city.
Okay.
It's pretty south.
All right.
So yeah, you watch as he leads you in and sort of parks you out by the inside of the door as it starts coming up behind you. He nods, and him and Finch start walking through to the main area.
All right.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Go inside.
Stand there looking tough.
I've had two things said to me that contradict each other. What do you guys want to do?
They want us to stay by the exit, right?
They want you to hover around the exit and just make sure that it's going to be okay for them to leave.
Mhm.
Didn't he say wait inside, though?
Yeah, you guys are inside the doorway. You're just basically tasked with making sure that it's clear that no one is going to obstruct it.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of stay there.
Is
Yeah.
there
Stand there looking
still
tough.
sewer water where we are?
Where you are, there is not.
Okay.
This appears to be off to the side in one of the walls.
Just gonna grumble every 30 to 40 seconds about the guards and the bounty.
Yeah.
Gold.
Fair enough. Yeah, as you sort of stand there, arms crossed, you get a couple of people walk by who just like look at you, give you a once over, notice the uniform, and keep going. You guys just wait.
I'm living that NPC life, y'all.
What was that? Oh,
Sure,
it must
great,
have been
yeah.
nothing.
Oh, that. It's an arrow in my fucking face.
I just kind of want to keep an eye out for anybody that looks like they're watching us a little too closely.
Sure, make a perception check for me.
I'm standing there, keeping an eye on everybody, just looking intimidating.
21.
21? Yeah, you keep an eye. You do get a couple of funny looks that you are just sort of standing there, not doing much. But it doesn't appear that anyone thinks that you are too out of place.
Okay.
Where you are. Yeah, so you guys start waiting around. 20 minutes passes. 30 minutes pass. 40 minutes pass. 50 minutes pass. An hour passes. An hour and 10 minutes pass. I'm still waiting.
I think they got caught.
I think they got too deep into something on their own.
Oh,
Like, when this time, has anybody noticed me? Or, like, shown any kind of...
People have walked past and looked at you as a group. No one has appeared to look at you directly. Like no one's gaze has lingered on you in particular.
Okay.
Oh.
About an hour and 15 minutes in, you start to hear some commotion down the tunnel. There appears to
is there
be
someone nearby that
well, at
coming
this point in
down
time,
from that direction?
you are not sure at the moment. At this point in time, you just hear a lot of footsteps, some voices, and there is just a lot of movement down the tunnel where the light appears to be.
Shall we investigate?
Can I see what's
Can I
going on?
Probably
down
good
there?
idea.
I was going to say the same thing.
Sure, you guys can walk down if you want.
Well, I was just going to see if I could see what it was from where we're at.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to do.
Yeah, from where you are, the tunnel seems to sort of curve off in one direction. You can't see anything that's happening.
Bree will walk up a bit to see if she can hear a bit better. Maybe not peer around the corner, but like at least just kind of get a maybe
Okay.
places.
Sure.
Well, I could make one of us invisible, and we could Investigate.
To put on. I've got an idea. I'm going to use my body is yours to make me stealthier. Because I assume we're going to start moving forward.
Sure, you feel the parasite start to shift down and reinforce the your feet and your very bottom of your legs.
I'll look towards Way and just be like, yeah, if you want to go ahead and do that on me, that way, considering I'm already naturally pretty good, that way I've got extra reinforcement.
Would you like backup?
That's why I come in, love.
This is a whole new party. It's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, he's got me.
Twin cast invisibility.
You didn't do that. I already have advantage on stuff.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just hit Esprit. Or Elakian.
Roll your d20.
Oh, fuck. Wait, don't explode.
Because you're
Oh,
Don't
right.
explode, Wade.
Sorry, you were talking to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You're good. Yeah. You mutter a couple words and just
Kind of.
and like as you move your
I
hand
kind
down.
of wanted him to explode.
Yeah. So some of you guys start pushing up. And as you do, you see like a group of like 3 people come from one of the side tunnels. There's like a younger guy at the front, with flanked by 2 women. The younger guy sort of noticed. She's like, "What are you guys doing? Come on, he's about to make his address."
Right, so, yeah. Sure thing.
He sort of like beckons to you all and starts running
Oh.
down the tunnel down to the light area.
It's a bad idea, but I love it. Let's do it.
Yes, simply smashing. I cannot wait to hear this.
Address.
So are we all going down?
Which direction is he beckoning us? Is it...
He's beckoning you. So there's the main tunnel that goes downwards into the lighter area, and there's 2 side tunnels that sort of go off of it that intersect. He's going down the main one.
Did we see where the people that we were supposed to be watching for went? Or
They
the
also
other?
went down the main one.
Okay.
I guess we're just gonna go down the main one.
Is Esprit invisible? Elakian? Why do I keep calling you Esprit?
Double
Too many
E.
No, I
E's.
just think the Dyto today. Yeah, get a less evil name, you
No!
clever name, you clever bastard.
My
Yeah,
name!
If we ever meet in real life, I'm gonna fist fight you.
It's the weirdest thing to say to a... Okay.
So I guess
Yeah,
we're
as you
going.
guys
Yeah.
begin walking down the tunnel, the voices get louder. It appears to be a crowd that is sort of just rousing around. As you go down the tunnel and come through, you see the source of the light is a big circular chamber that's like 150 feet long, 200 feet long, and the same wide, that branches out into a number of different tunnels that go to various different places. In the center of this, there appears to be a group of tables that are just chucked together to form a makeshift platform, and there are smaller tables around. This appears to be like their common area, and also there appears to be a small bar here at the bottom, where people sit and wait for work or whatever. There is a crowd of maybe like 200 or so people that are all just sort of circling around this main table. And as you walk in, there's like a variety of cheering that's going on, and you watch as a man starts to climb up on top of the center table, followed by 2 other people. The man that you see appears to be tiefling, with very, very dark gray skin, with like horns that sort of come back and then point straight up, giving him a taller stature. Almost like completely yellow eyes that are very nearly pupilless, apart from 2 very small black slits in there. He appears to be wearing similar clothing to you all, but it is slightly more elegant, and he appears to walk around up and down tables with hands behind his back, so standing up straight. The people behind him are also wearing similar things, although not quite as regal. As he sort of walks up, you hear everyone start to hush down, and the voice rings out. He says, "Hello, my people. Welcome. I have an announcement to make for all of you." He watches there's like slight murmuring. There are still people sitting at the tables. Thyra, you notice there is one guy just off to the right who seems to be drinking by himself. He's just got his head down. That's what you notice. He continues as he walks up and down. You see like this very thin goatee. Sort of angles.
Can I see the guy that we came in with? Do I see him in this room?
Make a perception check.
I was going to ask the same thing.
And do I recognize the people who are making their announcement?
Yeah.
Perception is 17.
17. Alakin, you can make one too.
Okay. $16.
Okay, great. Yeah. So at the moment you don't recognize these people, but your attention is focused on them.
Yep.
You do see like the young guy with the two women is just like off to the side. He's intently listening to. The tiefling male continues. He says, "I have had a job offer, and I require the usage of our most thieverous people here." He watches a group of people like start showing their hands up and be like, "Oh, pick me, pick me." He's like, no. Our offer is from a very wealthy, independent client who prefers to remain anonymous. They are seeking a very powerful, magical artifact that is right here in the city. You hear there's like a hushed whispering.
Fuck!
Thyra, with your perception check, that guy off to the right, something off about him. He's just sort of drinking there. He's alone. No one's sort of looking at him very much. And as you sort of catch him out the corner of your eye, you do see his features. He appears to be bald, with slight tattoos that cover the top of the head. But he's wearing the same clothing as you guys.
Do I recognize him?
You do.
Does he look like me right now?
He does look like you. The tiefling continues and says, "This artifact,
My fists start clenching.
I have very good information that it is being held right here in the echelon." And you watch as there's like a murmuring of whispers around. He says, "Now I cannot tell."
I want to get closer to him.
Okay, start moving closer to the man.
I'm going to follow Thyra as well.
Okay, sure. You hear him continue. He says, "I cannot discuss what the item is at the moment, but I can tell you this. I need our best people on this mission. It is very well profitable. So, people with experience for the echelon, meet me here at dusk tomorrow. And also, if you deem yourself to be a good thief, I'd like to hear from you." And there's another group of cheering from around.
Hey,
Thyra,
Equa, before I get too close to him, can I change my appearance?
Sure. What do you change it to?
A tall, half-orc woman, full, long, white braids,
Okay.
With purple, like diamonds around her eyes.
Sure, you do so. You begin to get closer to him. You like sidle up. Yeah, he's just sat there drinking. As you like approach, he's like, "Go away! I do not want to talk to anyone right now."
Oh, darling, would you like buy me a drink? You look so lonely.
Yeah, you watch as he sort of looks up, and you can see this is Vija. from what you remember, it is. But his face is covered in muck and crap, and he's got like a cut underneath of the eye that is still kind of bleeding a little bit. He just looks up at you.
Fucked.
No, that's fine.
Gonna
Please.
eat his heart.
I would like to be left alone for now. Thank you.
Well, then let me at least clean you up a little bit.
Yeah, make a persuasion check for me.
Oh, you're good at those.
I'm so good at that. You said persuasion?
Yep.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
He's looking down at his drink, and you watch as he shakes it a little bit and puts it down. It's like, well, I could use a refill anyway. And sort of stands up to look at you.
Equa, is he like at like a booth, or is it an actual table?
No, it's a table, and it's just off to the side. It's in the open, but
Cool.
he's just sitting at it.
I want to sneak over and try and get a closer look at his belt or whatever, just to try and discern whether he's got any weapons, gold, pouches, whatever.
Okay, make a perception check.
If you don't pickpocket him, I will be mad at you.
Oh, I'm going to. That's 100% going to happen, depending on what I find.
Yes.
Perception. That is a 16.
I mean, he's got pouches, and there's like a small dagger. You are unsure of where money would be if he had it.
How many pouches are there?
There's a fair few. There's like 4 or 5 different pouches.
I want to get as close as I can, still invisible, and I want to try and remove the largest pouch from this person.
Sure, so make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Fucking 26.
Yeah, Thyra, you watch as the small pouches.
I'm gonna. Are there like waiters? Like,
There don't appear to be waiters here.
so I can't like signal for someone to bring us a drink.
There is a barkeep behind the bar who is just sort of leaning on it, sort of listening to the tiefling.
I'm gonna try and get their attention to bring a drink over. So,
Yeah, sure, easy enough to do. They catch you and start pouring some drinks and bring them over.
now let me take care of that beautiful face. I'll pull out like a cloth from my healer's kit and just kind of wipe some of the dirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he lets you. He's like, so, to what do I owe the pleasure of this strange thing?
You looked lonely sitting here on your own with a drink.
Yeah, well, I prefer to be alone if possible.
Oh, nobody likes to be alone, silly.
What's your name?
I forgot, which is really bad that I forgot my own mother's name.
While this is going on, Equa, can I open the pouch to see what's in it?
Yeah, you open the pouch. There are a couple of coins in there. You're not sure how many there are at this point in time, but there are coins.
Okay. Does it feel heavy or light?
It's about this big.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a standard coin pouch.
Okay. How this is go there. No.
I'm gonna hold out my hand. Oh, how rude of me, Mildred.
Make a deception check for me.
How this is like an actual gameplay question. Is disarming somebody by like taking his for example, taking the dagger from him, how much harder would that be compared to what I know compared to anything else?
I mean, it's still pickpocketing. If you want to disarm when he has it, like is wielding it, that's something else.
Okay. While Thyra has his attention, I want to try and take the dagger.
Okay, so make another sleight of hand check for me.
With
you get, Farah?
advantage?
No, there's not one with advantage.
Okay.
So Wade, Free, and Izzy, you see them go off, or you see Thyra go off and start talking to this man.
I have followed Thyra. I'm a little bit ways away, like just kind of like continuing to watch like people just sort of like standing there, but close enough that I can intervene if things go awry.
Right.
Oh, my deception was a 17.
You got a 7?
17.
No, Alakin got a 7.
No, 25.
Oh, what was this? That's a 7. What?
It's a 2,
Okay, sure.
2 and a
It's
5.
a 2 and a 5.
Okay, sure. You got a 17, you said?
I'm gonna have to side on Equa with that one.
Okay. Sure, so the dagger, you just pull it out. He doesn't seem to notice. Because his gaze is currently focused on Thyra, and as you say the name, you watch him kind of squint a little bit. It's nice to meet you, Mildred. I have not seen you around here before.
No, I usually don't make it up this far, but business got in the way.
And what business is this?
We're looking for traders. I don't even know if I'm gonna say the name of it. I'm gonna give my country's name, I guess. Aegeus.
Aegeus. So you said that you're looking for traders from Aegeus?
No, I'm from Aegeus looking for traders.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, he sort of nods. It is strange for you to look for traders in the middle of a thieves group, but who am I to judge? I have not seen anyone like that around, so sorry to disappoint.
And what was your name?
My name is Isaf. It's nice to meet you. Sort of holds out the hand.
I'm not even gonna. Oh. I'm not even gonna roll a deception. I don't just...
So, Wade and Free, what are you two doing in this time?
You want to go first, Chem?
Sure. So, we see those 3 wander off. We haven't spotted the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure the item I'm looking for, they got the info from that guy. So, since they're busy chatting, Free's just gonna slowly wander around the room just to double check that she doesn't see them or hear anything about people sneaking into the room, into the hideout.
Okay, sure. Fair enough. So you start watching to make sure no one's coming up. Great, easy enough to do. You don't need to roll a perception check for that. Everyone's sort of on the tiefling. Wade, what are you doing?
Okay. I would have probably done this a little bit ago. I want to subtle spell invisibility on myself.
Okay.
This is after he said he's looking for talented individuals.
Okay.
In
So
thievery.
roll on your d20.
Yes. An 8.
Okay, so you're fine.
Okay. And then I would like to I'll look at like a couple people. I'll start with one. I just want to steal one thing from a couple different people. So like
Okay.
if I see like a dagger on somebody, I'll try and just slide the dagger out of
Sure.
the sheath and take it.
So make a sleight of hand check for the first person.
Can I get advantage for being invisible or no?
I don't necessarily think that's how
Okay.
it
Oh,
works.
nat
It's more
20.
so if you feel... Okay, so yeah, you just...
Okay.
Like, kind of surprised at yourself
Yeah.
that you did this.
Okay, that was easy, so I'm gonna go for another.
Okay, so make a sleight of hand check as you sort of make
This-
your way around to a couple people next.
Yeah, I'll go for a coin pouch this time.
Okay.
Okay, that is let me look at my. That wasn't a natural 20, so. Let me see. Sleight of hand. 18.
18. Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess I don't want to get too cocky. I'm gonna go for one final person.
What are you taking?
Oh man. Is there anything of interest on anybody that really sticks out?
Make a perception check.
Okay. I'm glad I wasted that roll. That's 2 + 3, so 5.
There is one guy ahead of you who appears to be clad in a gold chain around the neck that ends in like a nice little star design. You're like, oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm stupid enough to try something like that. Really don't want to fuck this up. That's really tempting. Yeah, I'll go for it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
If anything, I think might help me. No. Okay, come on. Okay, 17. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a higher DC than that. Thank fucking God, dude. Okay. And Wade, with these things, he's gonna head up while he's invisible to like the area where the guy was giving his big speech.
Okay.
And he's gonna. So as he said, like, we're looking, or after he had said that he's looking for talented individuals and all that crap, Wade's gonna pop out from invisibility up on the table next to the guy, and
okay.
Well, if you people of the room, if you look around you, see if you're missing things from your pockets. That is right.
Great, yeah, his attention sort of turns to you. You see this like imposing dark tiefling man. You hear a couple people like, "He stole my dagger!"
That's
The
right.
other one be like, "My coin purse is missing."
And your necklace too, sir. And I just hold them all up.
Yeah, you see the guy that you stole necklace from is like, "You son of a bitch," and starts trying to walk forwards through the crowd to come get you.
Oh, I have no need for these paltry things. And I toss it his way.
Yeah, he
Just
catches
making
it.
a point.
You see the tiefling man who's standing above you is like, "I am impressed. What is your name?"
Nigel Thornberry.
Make a deception check, Wade.
Oh, I'm actually good at deception.
As Isabel sees this, she's gonna be like, "Oh fuck," and start making her way.
12 + 5, 17 again.
Yeah, it's good enough. He's like, "Nigel, would anyone like to join Nigel for this operation?" And a bunch of people start raising
Oh,
their
I
hands.
would. I want to make yourself loud and we'll start like pushing my way through. I'm strong.
Oh, that one there, he looks rather tough.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you make your way through. He's like, "And what is your name?"
It's John Townsend.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
While this is going on, can I try and steal another pouch off of Esau?
We haven't got. You've just stolen the pouch by the time this
Okay.
will have wrapped up.
Okay.
That is a 16 altogether.
Okay, yeah. So it's good enough. He's not trying to see if you're
Yeah.
lying.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, I've used that name before. It's a known alias. It's an active alias of mine.
like,
Yeah.
Very good. And a bunch more people start walking up. He's like,
I lean in
"So,
to him up there. So, well, I do have my own crew that I trust quite dearly.
yeah, you see him like sort of like look at you, and one of the people who's behind him start walking up. appears to be a woman with like jet black hair, human, tied back in a ponytail, very intense eyes, and she sort of says, "I don't think I've seen you around here before. When did you come in?"
Just now. I've infiltrated your group.
Okay, sure. Why don't you make a persuasion check for me, Wade?
That is my best one,
Isabel's
dude.
gonna slowly turn and just like a look of shock on her face, like, why did you say that?
20 total.
20 total. Yeah, you watch as her eyes sort of like she leans down towards you. I like this one. He can stay.
Just that.
And you watch him call out. He says, "Right. And who is a part of Nigel's crew?" So looking around. In this time, Thyra, you're talking to Vija, who is like quite intensely glaring at you. He says, "I have not seen anybody come from Aegis that is a trader. So, sorry."
Oh, that's okay. I only come to this place because they tend to have pleasures akin to my own. While I'm saying that, I'm kind of stroking his arm gently.
Yeah, you watch as like the eyebrow cocks. He's like, "You are a confusing woman."
I will do that, woman, I guess.
Yeah, you watch as he kind of slides your drink over to you. He's like, "I'm still not convinced of this whole thing. So, sorry."
I'm just gonna reach in and I'm gonna kiss him.
Oh,
Okay.
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 Make a persuasion check.
I think I rolled a 16. Persuasion is probably a +1. So 17 again.
Okay, yeah, his tense stature kind of loosens a little bit. Yeah, he seems more interested now. At
Another
this
pouch
time,
gone.
also roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Not as good, but it's still a dirty 20.
Yeah. So you pick off another pouch. Fair enough. Free. It's about this time that you feel a hand on your shoulder. As someone is pulling you back out of the room.
Can I glance back as I'm stepping with them?
Yeah, it appears to be the visage of the disguise that Finch had given herself.
Okay, perfect. I will let myself be pulled away.
Yeah. So you get pulled away. She turns to you when you're out of the room and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing? We're supposed to be going. Come on."
All right. We didn't find you, so we stepped ahead, and then everyone just broke off.
Look, it's fine. Let's just go. We need to get out of here now. And she
All
starts
right, I'll
running
gather
off.
the others.
Okay. As you walk back into the room, you see Thyra intently engaged in Vija,
All right.
and a coin pouch that is just behind her.
Yeah.
Wade and Isabel are up in the middle of the crowd by the tiefling man, who has just asked where his crew are, and no one has raised their hand.
Which, wait and see. I did not bring my whole crew with me here.
Yeah, he's like, "So who is here with you?"
No, it is just I, but I can bring them to this meeting tonight you spoke of.
Make a deception check.
Oh, this is where I excel. I mean, not deception in particular, but
But
just any
charisma.
charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
think it's a +5.
Come on, buddy.
Double check. Okay, 15.
Yeah, he looks down at you.
Okay.
And what did you say your name was again?
Nigel. Nigel Thornberry.
Backs up.
Thornberry.
His people who accompany him. So. Right. Well, I will keep that in mind. But for now, anybody else? And he starts trying to pick out individuals. He watches the person who he started whispering to. Runs off somewhere.
Free's gonna move towards Thyra first, Jesus.
Okay, yeah, so you start sidling up to Thyra. You hit Izzy first, who was just sort of leaning there, like, watching them.
I'll lean over and be like...
I'm not watching them. I'm up on the stage with
Oh,
Nigel.
right, sorry, you
went
moved.
Oh,
Sorry, yes, no, so
Yeah.
you do get up to Thyra.
Okay. I see she's busy, and do I recognize him now that I'm up close?
You do.
Uh-huh. She's just gonna pat Thyra's shoulder and be like, "Darling, it's time to go," and then walk away as much as she doesn't want to, and move towards the stage, I guess, or the tables where Isabel and Wade are.
Sure, yeah. So you get up to Izzy and Wade.
Lean over and be like, "It's time to go."
Isabel will lean back and go, alright, I'll see what I can do about this fucking asshole.
Yes, please do.
I will
She'll
then
head back out into the hall.
turn to the boss and be like, excuse me, boss, I think Mr. Nigel has to go collect his crate. I'll keep an eye on him and make sure that he actually goes to get some, alright?
Not quite yet, I'm not finished.
Fair enough, you're the boss.
He keeps trying to pick out other people. Thyra, when she puts the hand on you and tells you to leave, what do you do?
How about we go somewhere and see if your pleasures are to my liking?
Make one last persuasion check. You know what
Fuck
advantage.
VJ.
I need to stop trying to talk to people ever.
You got advantage though. So
Oh.
Yeah, you do got advantage.
Oh, it's 16. I rolled a 16 again, so 17.
Okay, sure. Yeah, he's like, we can go somewhere, but first, who are you really?
I can show you in the hallway.
He's sort of like, lead the way.
as he's walking away, can I take another pouch?
Okay, sure. You begin taking the bite, so make a sleight of hand check.
What kind of murder him in 5 minutes? He was wait.
Right?
28.
Yeah,
They do the same thing.
Dude, I'm going to strip this man clean.
He does not appear to have any more
He
powers.
gets in the hallway, he's already naked.
Okay.
Like, how did this happen?
And I will
Yeah.
follow out into the hallway, because I'm assuming I also heard Free say that it's time to go.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, I assumed you were hanging around us somewhere, so she wasn't
Mhm.
worried about looking for you yet.
Yeah, so as you guys begin to exit out of into the hallway, you get there. Thyra, what do you do when he walks up with you?
So, once we get into the hallway, I'm gonna take my finger and kind of walk around him while dropping rope by my side.
Okay.
So do you want to see what you're really getting into?
Yeah, he's like still cautious about it. You watch him go to grip his side to grab something, and it's
As
not
I
there.
make a full circle, I cast snare.
Okay. So, Let me grab my phone real quick so I can check what snare does.
Let me see if I have it in roll 20.
This episode took the weirdest turn.
Yeah,
I
who would have thought Fire would do this?
so hard for me not to just immediately rage
I've
at
got
him.
it, Equa. I'm just gonna put it in roll 20 for you.
Oh, got it.
For anybody else that would like to read, it is in roll 20.
Oh, excuse me. I see it.
So, snare is interesting because you're laying down a trap.
Mhm.
It's not like springing a trap on someone. I'll say. It takes a minute to cast.
Does it take a minute? I thought it was an action.
Yeah, it lasts for 8 hours, but it
Well,
takes a minute
I
to
mean, I'm slowly walking around him. It takes me the minute to make the circle to drop the rope.
I'll say. You've rolled pretty well on persuasion. I'll allow it. I'll allow it for this, just because you rolled so well on persuasion for your 3 checks. I'm not gonna make you roll another one. Yeah. So you begin doing that, and towards the end of it, as he goes to grab his pouch, he sort of looks down and looks back up at you with sort of wide eyes. So, as you do so, he's going to make a dex save.
Can
Try
I?
and evade the trap.
Never mind.
He rolled 6. As he looks up at you, he's now hanging upside down, sort of dangling with his one arm down. He's he's not saying anything at the moment, but he's looking scared and confused.
Before he can say anything, I'm going to grab his mouth from behind so he can't scream out.
And I'm simultaneously gonna look like myself.
Okay, sure. As this is happening, Wade and Izzy.
Yeah.
As you are standing there, you watch as the person comes back and up the stairs, and the guy sort of tilts his head. Comes back up. Just talking around, he's like, "Well, my friends, it would appear we have no record of a Nigel Thornberry or a John Townsend in our ranks."
Well, yes, why would you? As I said, I have infiltrated your group. Why would you have record of me joining if I've never joined?
Needless to say, I am impressed by your abilities, and I would consider you for this job had I not just heard of a break-in into one of our prisons just now. Restrain them, and they're gonna try and go for you. So I'd like for both of you to
the chaos
make a dex save.
of this game.
As Elakian, I want you to make. Actually, give me a second on this.
I love how we were just out of there immediately.
What's your armor class?
Mine?
Yeah.
My armor class is 16.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oof.
That's cocked. Con save?
Yep.
That is an 11.
As your hand is covering his mouth, you feel lacerations in one of your fingers on either side. As blood starts to pour down, you take 1 point of piercing damage, and your hand drops. And you hear Vija scream, "Help, intruders!" Help. This is simultaneously as you guys are doing your deck shit. So what did you both get?
14.
16.
Okay. You both
14 plus 2.
skip straight past the people that try and grab you and are now trying to funnel backwards out of the crowd. What do you want to do?
Well, I tell you, sir, that I have no idea about this prison break, but goodbye if you want to find me. I'll be at What was the name of the inn?
Which one?
Oh, fuck.
The one that we stopped at before.
Minotaur's Muse.
Went to Minotaur's Muse. And then I want to quickly cast Invisibility again.
Okay, Izzy, what are you doing?
Wait, hold on, let me make sure I have enough spell slots. I do. Okay.
Do you know spell slots a twin spell?
No.
Fuck. Okay. Shit.
Well, actually,
what can I?
It just takes
fly.
1 to twin spell. It doesn't actually take 2 spells. But was she within my range?
Yeah, you guys are right next to each other.
Oh, okay. If she was right next to me, then yes, I would have twin spelled it.
Okay, so roll your d20 for me.
I'll roll 2
thank God.
because I'm twin spelling it. A 13 and a 5.
Okay, so you succeed. So both of you invisible.
Awesome.
Good, because I only had one other option, and it would have been very bad.
Okay, so as you guys all start to back out, Free, you already left the two of them, so you're like walking out into the hallway, and as you turn the corner, you see Thyra as Thyra, and Vija is upside down, and there's a little like pool of blood that's coming from the air. It's super weird. As you hear him scream, I would like for everyone to roll initiative for me.
Hey, Equa,
This
I
is
have a
insane.
Yeah.
Is that what he did? Was that poison, or was that?
No, it's just his teeth. He just bit down on you really fucking hard, and then to get you to move your hand.
Okay. Okay. I thought that was like that he was like paralyzing my hand or something. That's why I was asking.
No, he just bit down on it and drew blood, and that's why you
Okay.
pulled away because it hurt.
Gotcha.
Animal reactions. Ba-da-boop. Fuck.
Good job, team.
We're doing great. I blame Wade. I went to protect him, and
So, 25.
Thyra's chaos started before Wade's.
yeah, this entire thing was a nightmare.
21 for me.
I love it.
21.
Oh,
20 to 15.
16.
16.
18,
15.
18 for Izzy.
18 and 15. And Wade, what did you get?
7.
A 7. Okay. So this
Oh,
is
my
not
poor boy.
technically combat, unless you guys want to fight.
Nope.
I'm
Fucking gone.
I am taking the average of all of your initiative rolls.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, it's the exact number. It's about 15. Let's say doesn't matter. You rolled before everyone else. So, apart from Vija, who does actually go before you.
No.
So yeah, Vija is going to try and make the deck save to unhook from the snare. That's a natural 20. You watch as he like has his arm free, and he just tries to start pulling apart the rope, and it does so, and he falls to the ground and starts getting back up. But that's his whole turn. He's not going to do anything else. As you guys have stolen his component pouch, so he can't do much else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what?
Nice
I
job.
take back everything I said, buddy.
Nice job.
Everyone else,
That's why I
the
wanted to
door.
take everything.
Thyra watched him for what 20 minutes steal from this guy, and like her moral compass is like gone.
Yeah. Hey, when it's someone who enslaved you, you're allowed to break the rules.
So the door is already open. It appears that Geth and Finch have already left. What do you guys want to do?
Run, 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 run.
Okay.
I wanna
Run,
look to
run,
Thyra.
run.
And see if she wants help carrying Vija out.
Oh no, I'm not carrying him.
Yeah, you go and run and say Thyra, and she's out the door.
Okay, I'm gone then. I was going to look at her to see what she was doing, and then if she's running, I'm gone.
just swing at Vija as soon as it's my turn.
I have to say something.
That's
real
all.
quick.
It's our turn.
Simultaneously.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm swinging at him. I'm ranging.
you roll your
And
attack. What are you doing?
I have to mention something really quick.
Yeah.
When I cast invisibility on Isabel and myself, the invisibility on Esprit would have dropped, or Alakian would have dropped. This is concentration, I think.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
A heads up.
Okay, so technically that would have happened anyway when you went invisible, but because that's in the
True.
past, it's in the past. So yeah, the invisibility on your Lakian drops.
It's fine.
So what did you roll on your attack, Farah?
22.
22? Yeah, you hit him. Roll damage.
What color do I want? Ooh, I just dealt max damage. 12,
No,
14,
yeah.
14, 15, 16.
16?
16.
Yeah.
Plus
As he's
rage?
lying there, you just
18 damage.
as you bring the axe down, it cleaves like into just underneath the ribs, and there's a massive tear that appears there, and you watch see and blood just out of his mouth.
And I'm gonna say to him, look into my eyes.
Okay, yeah. He is hurt and just sort of stares up at you like shaking. Great, so you two are invisible. Are you running, Thyra?
No.
So, Lakin, what are you doing?
Seeing Thyra attack him, I'll fucking attack him. I don't give a shit.
So roll for an attack.
I'm gonna do it with my rapier, obviously. That is a 23.
Yeah, so just roll damage.
And sneak attack, question mark?
Sure.
Since how she's in range.
Yeah.
7 plus 5, so that's 12, plus another 7, so that's 19 damage.
Okay, yeah, sure. You jab him in between two of the ribs where Thyra just cleaved open. Yeah, he's hurt, but I mean he's not like close to death or anything. He appears to have gotten stronger since you last saw him. Right, so in the meantime, Wade and Izzy and Free, everyone's starting to run up on you now.
Okay.
I do.
Not
After
free.
that,
You don't
Equa,
know freeze.
I did want to bonus action disengage and start heading towards the door.
That's fine. Yeah, you can start heading towards the door.
Can I see the chaos that's inside the room?
You are in a point now
Is that
where you
just-
can come back and see everyone starting to just draw weapons and look at you guys. And ahead of you, you see
Okay.
Thyra and Lakian, who Lakian's just trying to book it.
Is this a bonus action or an action? An action? Free is going to look at Alakian and Thyra and be like, cover your ears, and then cast the cantrip Thunderclap, just to maybe throw everyone off a bit.
Okay, sure. So
So,
if you create a loud thunderous boom.
yep. That can be heard up to 100 feet away, and each creature within range must succeed on a con save.
Fair enough. So,
What's the range of the spell? That's the range of the sound, not the spell.
The range is 5 feet, but anyone who can hear the sound, never mind. I can't read. I'm using it as a distraction, basically.
okay, so
Yeah.
why don't you just go ahead and make a... Because you're putting it in the tunnel with Thyra and...
No, into the room to try to, like, give Izzy and
Okay,
Wade, who I can't see, some kind of chance to escape.
so make a persuasion check for me.
Alright. This is what I'm... Ah! Apparently dropping my dice. Roll a different one. Okay. 11 plus persuasion is 9, so dirty 20.
Yeah, you create the boom up above in like the central chamber. There is this loud, and everyone turns to look up. You've bought a little bit of time.
And then she books it.
Okay, the invisible people. What are you two doing?
So I assume if I go full fucking chaos that I would become visible.
Any spells or attacks you use? Let's see. A creature you touch becomes invisible. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So if it counts as a spell or an attack
So
doing
it's not
anything.
technically a spell, so you wouldn't turn visible.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I'll fucking go full chaos and then just fucking shoulder charge and try to push through people to the fucking exit.
Yeah, there's no one ahead of you. Through the tunnel, it's just there's like a
never mind.
opening into the tunnel, but everyone is behind
thought-
it. 200 people
I thought
behind
we had a group of people in front of us. Never mind, then I won't do that. I'll start running. And if I see Vija, oh god, what if I do if I see Vija?
I mean, you'll see Vija.
Yeah, what would
He's
I
on
do?
the way
though?
out.
Yeah, but what would I do? Seeing Isabel's going to try to grab him and then start carrying him out because she wants to fucking make it slow.
Sure. Make an athletics check for me.
Okay. That is a 22.
Yeah, as you start running, he just gets picked up by an invisible person and just keeps. He's now
Yeah,
banging
as I
them.
pass fire, I'll be like, just run! And I keep running.
Yep, Wade.
Yeah, if I see, well, I guess I wouldn't see that, but yeah, I'm gonna keep running.
Okay,
No.
since we've now all had a turn to get our initial reactions on, there is going to be no more 1 1 1 1 1. It's going to be all at once. So everyone's going to have their turn all at once. If you want to do something, just shout it out. You guys begin running out of the door. Thyra, you are now last, since you spent your turn, sitting there attacking him. You are still raging though, so bear that in mind.
Mhm.
And yeah, you'll start running out. You can hear now from back in the center of the chamber, people are starting to run after you guys. As you run out the door and turn right to go back where you came from, there is no one ahead of you apart from the rest of the group. So, are we all just belting it full pace?
Does Izzy have Vija?
Yes, she does.
Then I would be following
Yes.
her. Axe.
Great, so Vija is going to try and break out again. Which is...
I have the carrot and the stick.
So
You got the
make a
carrot.
check for me as you're grappling him. This is your second out of 3 checks to grapple.
Sure. That is a natural 18 plus 7.
25.
Yeah, you begin
25. Thank you.
gripping his legs together more. He's struggling to get out of this. Yeah, as you guys are running, you hear people start to bustle out of the door, and now you are being chased by a bunch of people. For the purposes of this, everyone, make a dex save.
Hey, not bad actually.
Ooh, that's actually really good. Yeah,
19.
Okay.
Natural
19 as well.
dirty 20.
22.
What'd you get?
Natural 1, so a 5.
Free, darling. What you doing?
You take 5 points of damage as a volley of arrows. A couple of them splash into the water, and one just sinks into the bottom of your shin, into the back of your calf area. Fucking hurts, but you keep going nonetheless. So yeah, as we keep running, what's everyone doing?
Can I quickly, I don't know if I could do this in running, cast suggestion to tell Vija to be quiet and come with us?
Sure. What does he need to roll for that?
That is a wisdom save.
I'm pretty sure he succeeds on that.
Okay.
He rolled 21.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, he succeeds on that. He is also going to try and break free one more time, Izzy. But if you succeed in this, that's it. He's restrained. That fell down.
Good thing.
Okay.
Natural 20.
He got a 7. So yeah, you begin tying him up with some rope, and now he is just stuck there. And as you are running, he is just shouting profanity at you all. He's like, "Fuck you! I will escape from this and kill you all!" No, standard villain stuff.
Sheathing my rapier as we're going.
Great. So I can
Yeah,
say,
I'm no longer raging. Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
The people that are behind you, some of them are catching up as they are using their actions to dash. And Free, you used suggestion, and Izzy, you are still trying to tie Vija up. So some of them are starting to gain on you.
Okay.
As we keep going, everyone...
Can I say that I don't... oh, go on.
I'm
Can I
gonna
say I don't
change
use
back-
rope, but like tentacles come out and like lash them to me?
That's totally fine, yeah. It's
I'm
actually
gonna
kinda-
turn
Yay!
while I'm running. I'm gonna turn back to look like my mom.
Okay, sure. You can do that, but that's going to be your action to do that. So you're going to start falling behind again. So deck save everyone.
Okay.
Roll
better than last time.
roll
21.
pretty good. Fuck. 17.
11.
9.
Okay, free. You take another 5 points of damage. There's another arrow.
Okay.
This time it hits you right, like, above the hip in the side, and actually
Oh.
pierces partway through, and you can see the tip now sticking out. Thyra,
Oh god.
you take 13 points of damage. You are not in combat, so your rage has technically subsided.
Yeah, it ended last turn.
So you take 13 points of damage. Did I say 13?
13.
Yeah.
One
That's what you said.
30 points of damage as one of the arrows just straight past, like through one of the muscles, and you now see it clatter to the ground in front of you. Wade, 12 points of damage as you get an arrow that comes through and just grazes like the top of your ankle, and it really fucking stings, but it doesn't like cut anything.
I'm
Okay.
assuming since we're using dexes here, I don't have a chance to shield.
I will say if you want to, you can shield
Okay,
because
good.
you rolled a 11 on your thing.
Okay. Or yeah, I'll shield it.
Okay, but no damage. Yeah, everyone else, you watch as Wade, who is like sort of somewhat in the lead, just behind Alakian, as the poncho like flares out, and part of the crystals that are embedded in it start coming out.
I'm just using my actual shield spell.
Okay, fair enough. So instead, it's just arcane
Oh,
back.
I guess we know what that does.
You know one thing.
Fair enough. My bad, Griz. I'm sorry about
Oh, you're good.
that. Yeah. So you guys keep running. There are people who are starting to gain on you now. Thyra and Free and Izzy. There are a couple people now who are starting to catch up to you. What do we all want to do this turn?
Running.
Double
Just
Dashing,
double run.
dash.
Triple dash.
Everyone's dashing. Okay, yeah, as you start running, you see them start to fall a little bit behind, and up above you, you make out the figure of 3 people. One of them is just walking, like, sort of jogging next to the water, and one of them is sort of slowly jogging with another person, like, latched onto them. They appear to be, like, helping them carry along. And maybe
As we're
Oh,
going, I'm going
no.
to yell out, run.
Izzy and I are now visible because of the reaction spell I cast.
Yep, that's totally
Yeah.
fine. So yeah, you shout run.
I still look like the fucking guy though.
Yeah. You watch as the 3 of them start turning their heads. There's like a moment, and then they see a group, like a mob of people start coming around the corner behind you, and they start running along. Yep, everyone else, next turn.
Alright.
Double dash.
Will everybody be able to get in front of me if I take an action?
The people behind you won't. They'll be within a round of getting up to you, but they won't be up to you.
Like
Everyone
free?
else in your group will be ahead of you.
Okay, because I just want to make sure my group is ahead of me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Oh.
Great, awesome.
As soon as the last one of our group,
I think
runs
you're
past-
last, anyway. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure you're
Free
last
was,
anyway.
I think Free was still behind me.
I
And not
think
by
Thyra
me.
walks faster
Pretty-
than me.
Okay.
You're pretty neck and neck.
And I'm gonna just weave my fingers together and go +2, and I'll cast Entangle in front of me between us and.
Okay, you're casting it in front of you or behind you?
In front of me. Well, behind me, I guess, technically.
Sure.
Behind
so yeah,
the
you
group, but she's facing
Yeah.
that direction.
Yeah, like,
turn around and you feel the druidic energy pulsing through your veins, and you start motioning up, and you watch as these large, vines start through the stone of the floor, and start to physically entangle the one side of the sewer that you're on. Yeah, awesome. Great idea. Yeah, as you guys keep running, the rest of you are now starting to catch up to the people ahead
Oh,
of you.
you know what? No, I'm gonna actually cast it to where the next group start. Because I can cast it 90 feet away.
Sure, okay. Yeah, that's still fine. The rest of you who are up ahead, you make out the familiar visages of Finch, Master Geth, and an early 40s man who appears to be limping. One of the legs is not quite working properly.
Fucking run!
So anybody that was in that 20-foot cube has to make a strength saving throw or be restrained. And anybody going through it, it's difficult terrain.
Yeah, I'll say 2 of them got ahead, because 2 of them were ahead of you. Yeah, one of them fails, and you watch as the vines... He's just sort of stuck there like this, and the other one just sort of like leaps off the side of the wall and jumps straight over the cube and is now continuing to follow. Yeah, as you guys catch up to...
Did you say Geth looked like he was hurt?
No, the person that Geth is carrying looks like they're hurt.
Okay.
As you begin to catch up, Geth is sort of like not moving as quickly because he's carrying the other guy. And he just turns around and says, "Nice of you to finally show up."
There was a lot of shit happened, and we got a guy. Anyways, run.
I'm going to.
He's about to overtake him. He turns to you like he says, "Help me with this."
I'm going to hand the guy a health potion, and then I will help carry him.
Okay. Sure, I'll say it's a free action to hand him a health potion. Yeah, you just hand him a health potion and then loop his arm around your shoulders and start running.
Wade, while running, looks back and goes, "This is the day that you almost captured Nigel Thornberry and his dastardly crew."
I'm very glad that there is now in the world that Nigel Thornberry is like a weird master thief.
I'm tempted to make you take 1d4 psychic damage, but I won't. Yeah, as you say the phrase, you see Thyra, who's running behind you. Okay, sure. And just keeps running. Yeah, as you guys are now on a long stretch, one more time, dex save for everyone.
Sure.
Ooh, that's a maybe. That's a definite maybe.
Because they're caught up by the entangle. Make it with advantage.
Ooh.
With advantage? Cool.
Yeah, no, the first roll is better.
That didn't do anything for me. Rolled a 9 the
25.
second time.
14.
Who got below 13?
24.
14.
Anybody get below 13?
Nope.
Cool.
So you just made it. As a group of arrows, once more. You see as one pierces the water, and there's like a faint bubble, and then there's a group of steward to start trying to punch on it. Yeah, you guys keep running, and you're starting to get out of their vicinity, thanks to the entangle. You watch Alakin as the guy just sort of takes his arm off of yours and throws the bottle down on the floor. He coops up a bit, but the leg is still not quite working. You get the sense it might be broken.
Cool.
As you guys are running, you look ahead, and now the path splits off into 2 sections. As you are on the right side of the river, like the river water, there is a section that curves around to the right, and there is a section that goes straight, but you will have to jump over the river if you want to go down that way.
I'm going to turn to the people. Alright, which way are we going?
Quick decisions, it's fast approaching.
I asked the fucking...
The ones who brought us into the sewers, I think is who he's asking.
I thought you were asking
Yeah.
the group. Okay, yeah, sure. Geth is like looking around, he's like, right, go right.
How far?
To the right!
How far down are is the group that's chasing us away from us?
There is a group of people about 180 feet away now, and there is just one guy who appears to have skipped straight past Thyra's entangle that is 90 or so feet away.
Okay, I just wondered.
I will follow the group right.
Sure, yeah, so you turn right. As you turn right, you see the tunnel curves off. As you look ahead, you can see there is a sewer ladder that appears to be coming down, maybe 100 or so feet away.
Sure.
As you all double dash, anyone doing anything?
Yes, I will cast Crown of Madness on that one guy who's kind of close.
Okay, awesome. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah.
Fucking dope.
As soon
'Cause
as we
I'm
get
just like-
I know the first thing I'm gonna do.
You and me both.
I'm gonna have free prestidigitation right now. Hour.
Wisdom save. He rolled a natural 7. So.
Yeah, I just turn slightly and I point my finger and a little dart shoots out, hits him in the neck, and then like you can see like it's spread across his veins and up to his head, and just like a crown of this ichor just kind of bursts through his skin.
Yeah, as it does, as it comes out, you see a little bit of blood start to trickle down the forehead. As he just like stops and is like,
Attack your friends! Attack your friends! Fuck!
yeah. As he turns and is like, starts pulling the bow back. Yeah, great. So you guys keep running. The ladder is fast approaching. Are you guys going up it, or are you going to keep going further forward?
I'm
Did we
basically
send
just
the ones
following
with
whatever the hell
injured up?
Geth's doing.
You would be next to him, Free and Isabel and Wade. You are now sort of running in a group, but a couple of you are ahead. You can choose to lead if you want to.
I was going to suggest we send Geth and the injured and Finch up, and we continue to draw them away. That's
Is that
what
what
we
you're
were being
doing?
paid for, right?
That's the plan, oi.
Okay, great, yeah. They agree, and they start climbing up the ladder ahead of you. As the people, you can start to see torchlight start to come around the corner from where you were. You're not sure if they're going to make it out in time without being seen.
I'm gonna throw my 1,000 ball bearings behind us.
Sure. You scatter the ball bearings, and a couple of them drop into the water. There's this. It is laden with ball bearings. Anyone want to do anything else?
Not yet. Waiting.
Can I run back like 30 feet and just cast thaumaturgy to create rumbles in the ground to maybe freak them out? That's the, like, you know, they're harmless, but they don't know that.
If you do so, you'll have to come back over Alakian's ball bearings.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Okay. So they are climbing up the ladder. Are you guys staying, or are you guys going to keep booking it?
Keep going.
Go.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I want to stay
You're going to stay?
until
What
they
do you
get up the ladder.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You guys can keep running, but I think Thyra's gonna stay until they get up the ladder.
I'm gonna stay with Thyra.
Okay.
I'm going.
I'm staying with Thyra.
So yeah,
She's
you
my
guys
girl.
get to a halt. Alakian keeps going.
Free is torn.
Free, run!
She'll stay.
And I push her in the direction of Alakian. Not like hard, but like
Jesus.
nudge.
Alright. And she'll run after Alekian.
Okay. What are you guys doing at the bottom of the ladder?
I have no way of helping them.
How
get
many
up
do we
faster.
see?
Coming around the corner, you wait a second. As they start climbing the ladder, you wait a second. See torchlight come around. One guy, two guy, 5, 10, 20 people start coming around the corner.
How far are they?
Isabel.
They're about 200 feet away.
Unless people start moving, Wade is holding his action to cast a spell.
Isabel is going to talk to Chaos and be like, alright, don't kill the man we're carrying. And then we'll fucking just be like, fuck it, and go full fucking goddamn overtaken.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I have my axe out and just holding the line.
Holding the line.
And
Okay.
just roar at these guys as they're running towards us.
Okay. Yeah, as the rest of them start climbing up the ladder, you watch as Finch goes up first and starts pulling the Lost Comics Order man through, and Geth is at the very top of the ladder. He says, "Go! What are you doing?"
When you're safe, who knows?
Yeah, he just like climbs up, pulls the drain over. You hear it. Everyone else is fast approaching. They're about 150 feet away. What are we all doing? Oh, Aiken's already like gone down the end of the tunnel. You can't even see it.
I'm waiting for fucking Chaos is gonna follow Thyra's lead in this one.
Yeah,
She's
I
just-
thought
yeah.
once the guys are safe up above, she's gonna run in the direction that she knows she's free.
Okay. So you turn around and start running. Wade.
How wide is the walkway they're running down?
Walkway is about 20 feet.
Like wide?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all on the one side. There's no one on the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna start running with the group then.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd cast Fireball.
Chaos will.
Oh, I don't have fireball.
Yeah, not yet.
That would have been awesome.
Chaos.
That would have been dope.
We'll see this be like, I can't fight that many people, and we'll turn and we'll start loping afterwards after them
Okay.
at a full
Chaos.
full gallop.
Thyra and Wade. Deck save.
Okay, I got a bonus dex.
12.
12.
16.
Okay.
5.
Wade, you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Shield
That's
again?
another arrow. Yes, you can.
Okay. But yes, I'll roll I rolled a nat 1.
Roll another. Roll a D100 for me.
Oh my lord.
This is not the time.
This is why. This.
That's why it's
roll, dude.
perfect.
25.
I'm pulling it up here.
Not the time.
Okay, as you throw up the shield, you watch as the arrow hits it and it cracks, and you look down at your hands and there is like a faint popping. Just for the next minute, the range of all your spells are doubled.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bad.
Oh my god.
Including new abilities or just things that I personally cast?
The range of all your spells are doubled.
That still does not specify to me.
Spell.
Anything that you cast, anything that you cast.
Let's
is
say
doubled.
that it's being cast from a magical item.
You're casting the spell.
It's a
It'll be
spell.
doubled. Yeah. So Chaos takes 8 points of piercing damage as an arrow just hits it in the square of the back, and Izzy, you feel it like almost perpetrate through the ichor of the parasite and hits you in the back of the spine. It's rough. Okay, so we'll say for the purposes of this, Alakian and Free, you are safe. You're out of it. They won't be able to catch up to you. But the three of you, what are you doing?
Running.
Dashing. Dash, dash, dash.
Okay, Wade.
Wade's gonna wait for them to get a little bit closer.
Mhm.
And
Run
then
around and wait.
he feels the rush of power that's just come over him. He rubs his hands against his poncho really hard, really fast, as it begins to spark, and all these sparks fill his hands. He just lets loose this straight beam of lightning. He casts Lightning Bolt down the corridor.
Oh. Oh. Yes, someone please clip that of fucking Griz rubbing his chest.
moonbeam would be awesome right now.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking
As you rub
chain
your hands
lightning is
together-
what I really wanted.
You start pushing them together, and you can feel the electricity start arcing between your fingertips. You feel great. As you let loose, as 5 individual beams of electricity start coming out of each one of your fingers. As you shock through, you watch as it goes a fucking 200-foot line of lightning. As it becomes very hard to control, since this is your first time casting this, and your hands start rising upwards, and the ceiling starts to get... as little bits of rock and rubble start crumbling along this line, as the sewer ahead of you starts to cave in maybe 100 feet away from you.
Like behind us, behind the group.
Yeah, behind all of you.
And anybody that was in
Okay.
that beam, it wasn't
my
the
God.
best roll, but I rolled a 32 for damage.
32?
Yeah.
You pick off like 5 of them.
It's it!
As they're all like fried, and a couple of them like into the water, and you see little bits of bubbling as the sewer would start getting active.
Ooh.
Yeah, as you turn and run, they cannot follow you. You have collapsed the tunnel behind you.
Yeah.
So-
Can I
You're
ask a
fucking
question?
Yes.
How's Vija doing?
He is wriggling a lot, but you have him under control. Like you won on your
Yeah, I meant like how's he doing with suddenly being carried by a giant monster of teeth and claws that I'm sure radiates heat like very uncomfortably?
He's very scared. Yeah, he's wriggling more and more, but the chaos just has him right there under control. So as you guys keep running,
All right, I just wanted to ask that question.
you keep running down the tunnel until ahead of you, maybe like 200 feet away, you start to make out the visage of another ladder and a small opening above that appears to be radiating a little bit of light, not too much. It's 11:30, so we're going to end the episode there. But
Fuck.
good job, everyone.
I prevented Vija from doing jack shit because I'm a fucking genius.
Now
I take A. I was like, you shouldn't. Don't have to do that. We're gonna kill him.
that cloak, Wade.
Take it back. All right.
Poncho.
So
It's about kept Thyra from killing him, so
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So, thank you everyone for watching this episode of Emoris. I hope you had fun in that climactic battle. What we will go ahead and do is, off camera, we're gonna go ahead and roll for your HP as you level up to level 5. But you will not get your buffs
I
until
forgot
the
about
next
this.
day. So we'll just roll for HP, and then you'll get all your spells and crap next day after you go to sleep.
Oh.
So, congratulations, everyone. You just survived the onslaught of the choke, which is not an easy feat. So thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate it. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get off now. So we hope to see you next Monday. Let's keep making stories together. And we'll see you guys soon. Check out Fandale on Fridays. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.